You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks' official Facebook page and YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. 2017 Long Island Ducks season ticket packages are on sale now. Enjoy the best savings and most benefits available to cheer on your hometown team. 10-game mini plans are also on sale and offer fans the same great seats for 10 games throughout 2017, as well as many other exciting opportunities. To find out more information and secure your seats for the 18th season of Ducks baseball, please call 631-940-3825 during normal business hours. The Bethpage Ballpark box office is now open for individual ticket sales. Box office hours are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Fans can also purchase their tickets by calling 631-940-TIXX or by visiting liducks.com and clicking on the tickets icon. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups with as little as 25 people to as many as 2,000. We offer block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, our exclusive Smokin' Al's party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the dream team. Group ticket packages for the 2017 season are now on sale. For more information on Ducks group outings, call 631-940-3825 or visit liducks.com. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle In Shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking on the merchandise icon. Store hours on game days are noon to 4 p.m. and during the game from inside the ballpark only. On non-game days, the store is open Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please call 631-940-3825 during normal business hours. Quacker Jack, the 7-time Best Long Island mascot, is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please contact the Community Relations Department at 631-940-3825 to find out more information and to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily. You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks' official Facebook page and YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. 2017 Long Island Ducks season ticket packages are on sale now. Enjoy the best savings and most benefits available to cheer on your hometown team. 10-game mini plans are also on sale and offer fans the same great seats for 10 games throughout 2017, as well as many other exciting opportunities. To find out more information and secure your seats for the 18th season of Ducks baseball, please call 631-940-3825 during normal business hours. The Bethpage Ballpark box office is now open for individual ticket sales. Box office hours are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Fans can also purchase their tickets by calling 631-940-TIXX or by visiting liducks.com and clicking on the tickets icon. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups with as little as 25 people to as many as 2,000. We offer block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, our exclusive Smokin' Al's party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the dream team. Group ticket packages for the 2017 season are now on sale. For more information on Ducks group outings, call 631-940-3825 or visit liducks.com. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle Inn Shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking on the merchandise icon. Store hours on game days are noon to 4 p.m. and during the game from inside the ballpark only. On non-game days, the store is open Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please call 631-940-3825 during normal business hours. Quacker Jack, the 7-time Best Long Island mascot, is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please contact the Community Relations Department at 631-940-3825 to find out more information and to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily. You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks' official Facebook page and YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. 2017 Long Island Ducks season ticket packages are on sale now. Enjoy the best savings and most benefits available to cheer on your hometown team. 10-game mini plans are also on sale and offer fans the same great seats for 10 games throughout 2017, as well as many other exciting opportunities. To find out more information and secure your seats for the 18th season of Ducks baseball, please call 631-940-3825 during normal business hours. The Bethpage Ballpark box office is now open for individual ticket sales. Box office hours are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Fans can also purchase their tickets by calling 631-940-TIXX or by visiting liducks.com and clicking on the tickets icon. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups with as little as 25 people to as many as 2,000. We offer block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, our exclusive Smokin' Al's party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the dream team. Group ticket packages for the 2017 season are now on sale. For more information on Ducks group outings, call 631-940-3825 or visit liducks.com. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle Inn Shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking on the merchandise icon. Store hours on game days are noon to 4 p.m. and during the game from inside the ballpark only. On non-game days, the store is open Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please call 631-940-3825 during normal business hours. Quacker Jack, The 7-time Best Long Island mascot is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please contact the Community Relations Department at 631-940-3825 to find out more information and to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily.
This is Long Island Ducks baseball.
Justin Davies at the plate, the winning run at third. Crowd going nuts. Swung on, bouncing ball left side, off the mitt, up third baseman Brad Strauss. Here comes Willie Rodriguez. Justin Davies has done it again. The Ducks are one quack away from the championship. Jason Johnson makes the catch. He makes the catch, and the Long Island Ducks have swept the Camden River Sharks. They are the 2004 Atlantic League champions.
Going back is Adam Bailey. He settles under it. He makes the catch. Adam Bailey makes the catch. And for a second straight year, the Atlantic League trophy will reside on Long Island. The Ducks are the Atlantic League champions.
Swinging a ground ball, hit toward short, charging in his lines. He fields, throws to first. The comeback is complete. From 2-0 down in the series, the Long Island Ducks have won 3 in a row at home. And for the 5th time in franchise history, they will head to the Atlantic League Championship Series.
And now it's time for the Long Island Ducks pregame show.
Live from New Britain Stadium in New Britain, Connecticut, this is Long Island Ducks baseball on the Ducks Broadcast Network. This afternoon, the Ducks take on the New Britain Bees in Game 3 of a 3-game set, and it's a rubber game after the Bees took the Friday night matchup by a final of 5-3 over the Ducks. Yesterday, though, it was John Brownell, Patrick Kreider, and Amalio Diaz combining for 3-hit shutouts of New Britain, the Ducks winning 3-0. And a very pleasant good afternoon and welcome to New Britain, Connecticut. My name is Joe Vasile, and this is the Long Island Ducks pregame show here on the Ducks Broadcast Network. Today, the Ducks look to win their 7th consecutive series here in the month of August. And they'll send left-hander Rafael Perez to the mound for the first time in 10 days. Perez takes the bump for the Ducks here in the rubber game of this 3-game series with an 8-7 record on the season and a 4.34 earned run average. 21 starts for Perez so far this season. He struck out 81 batters and walked only 25. That gives him a very strong 3.24 strikeout to walk ratio. His opponent on the mound for the New Britain Bees this afternoon will be the right-hander and former Philadelphia Philly Jonathan Pettibone. Pettibone has made 19 starts for New Britain this year and is 2-6 with a 4.48 earned run average. Pettibone trying to work his way back from a lot of shoulder problems that have plagued him the last few years. Hadn't pitched professionally since 2014 before his stint with the Bees here this season, and has pitched well. 86 in the third innings, has allowed 100 hits, but 54 strikeouts, 27 walks for Pettibone, who goes on this Sunday. So it'll be Rafael Perez and Jonathan Pettibone, the pitching matchup here from New Britain Stadium, as the Long Island Ducks again coming off of a 3-0 shutout victory of the Bees yesterday, look to win their final game of the season here at New Britain Stadium before heading home to start the penultimate homestand of the 2017 season. So we'll take a step aside when we come back on the Long Island Ducks pregame show. We'll take a look around the Atlantic League, get you caught up on what else is going on around the circuit, and of course check in on the Mets and Yankees in local Major League Baseball action. Scoreboard coming up next here on the Long Island Ducks pregame show on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is manager Kevin Baez, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Welcome back to New Britain Stadium here on the Long Island Ducks pregame show, where the Ducks take on the New Britain Bees today in Game 3 of a three-game set, a rubber game after the Bees won the opener on Friday nights by a final score of 5-3. The Ducks took the game yesterday 3-0 on a three-hit shutout combined by John Brownell, Patrick Kreider, and Amalio Diaz. And today it'll be Rafael Perez against Jonathan Pettibone. First pitch at 1:35 p.m. here from New Britain Stadium. Elsewhere around the Atlantic League, there's one game that's already underway. They're in the bottom of the second inning at People's Bank Park in York, where the York Revolution are hosting the Lancaster Barnstormers today. And the Revolution are up 1-0 and threatening here in the second. Alonso Harris, a solo home run in the first for the Revolution, gave them their 1-0 lead. It's Frank Gailey on the mound for York against Rami Lewis of the Barnstormers today. Regency Furniture Stadium down in Waldorf, Maryland will host the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs taking on the Sugarland Skeeters in the finale of their weekend series today. First pitch in that game scheduled for 2:05 p.m. Bobby Blevins on the mound for Sugarland against Drew Hayes of the Blue Crabs. After that game, the Skeeters were supposed to return home to play a series against the New Britain Bees, but because of Hurricane Harvey, that series has been moved up here to New Britain Stadium. We'll talk about that more, though, as the broadcast progresses today. And the final game in the Atlantic League is also the lone night game in the circuits. The Somerset Patriots take on the Bridgeport Bluefish at 5:05 p.m. from TD Bank Ballpark in Bridgewater, New Jersey. Standings in the Liberty Division entering play today. The Long Island Ducks are in first place with a 30-19 overall record in the second half. Bridgeport Bluefish 7 games behind them at 23-26. Somerset Patriots a half game behind Bridgeport and 7.5 behind Long Island at 22-26. And in last place are the New Britain Bees, 9 games behind the Ducks with a 20-27 record here in the second half. Over in the Freedom Division, the Lancaster Barnstormers and the York Revolution are tied for first place with identical 28-21 records here in the second half. So the York-Lancaster matchup today will determine who will take over first place in the Freedom Division. So a lot at stake out of People's Bank Park today. The Sugarland Skeeters are 5.5 games behind those two teams at a 22-26 clip. And the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs 7 games out of first at 21-28. In local Major League Baseball action, the New York Mets are on the road again today, taking on the Washington Nationals at Nationals Park down in the nation's capital. Tommy Malone gets the start for the New York Mets. Eric Fetty gets the call for the Washington Nationals. Fetty, one of the top young pitching prospects coming out of the Washington organization. That's in Game 1 of a doubleheader. There will be Game 2 of a doubleheader, 8:08 p.m. First pitch, both games going 9 innings. Double admission, Seth Lugo makes his return off the disabled list for the Mets. And Tanner Roark gets the call for the Washington Nationals. Meanwhile, the New York Yankees and the Seattle Mariners are underway The Mariners lead the Yankees 1-0, though the game right now just in the bottom of the first. And actually, Gary Sanchez just collected himself an RBI, driving in Starlin Castro. So the game is now tied at 1. Bottom of the first and 1 out. Masahiro Tanaka on the mound for the Yankees tonight. Or rather this afternoon, while the Seattle Mariners send lefty Andrew Albers to the mound. It was Nelson Cruz with an RBI double, picking up his 101st run batted in of the season, accounting for the run for the Seattle Mariners. So we'll take another step aside. We'll come back and get you all set up for first pitch here from New Britain Stadium on this Sunday afternoon game here in Central Connecticut. It's the Long Island Ducks and New Britain Bees coming up next on the Long Island Ducks pregame show.
Hey fans, this is Bud Harrelson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Oh, I love it! The color of my new Nicolot patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolot walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolot pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolot's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolot. Visit Nicolot.com.
Pave your way.
Family fun every time.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Big action every time.
He reaches up, it's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season. And with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
And we welcome you back to New Britain Stadium here on the Long Island Ducks pregame show. Joe Vasile here with you as the Ducks get set for their rubber game with the New Britain Bees this afternoon. Bees won game 1 of the series on Friday. The Ducks took the game yesterday. And let's get you today's starting lineups. We'll start first with the visiting Long Island Ducks. Leading things off and playing right field will be Jordan Hinshaw, while Delta Cleary Jr. is in center, batting second. Mark Krause will DH and hit third, while Angelo Sonko is at first base, batting cleanup for the Ducks today. Ruben Gotay mans third base and will bat fifth, while Elmer Reyes, the shortstop, bats sixth. Alex Berg will play second base and bat seventh. Second straight day that Berg has had a start at second base, while Derek Piles will be in left field, batting eighth. And Audie Afner gets the start catching behind the plate with Rafael Perez on the mound with an 8-7 record and a 4.34 ERA. Meanwhile, the New Britain Bees lineup is Yusuke Kajimoto playing second base leading off. Michael Krause is in center batting second. Jovan Rosa plays third and hits third. Craig Maddox will DH in at cleanup. John Griffin bats fifth. Jamar Walton plays right field and hits sixth. Then it's Connor Bierfeld in the 7-hole, Michael Baca in the 8-hole, and Ivan Villascusa doing the catching. So we'll take a step aside for the national anthem, come back, and get you ready for first pitch from New Britain Stadium.
Hey fans, this is pitching coach Billy Horn, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Oh, I love it! The color of my new Nicolot patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolot walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolot pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolot's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolot. Visit Nicolot.com.
Nicolot pavers. Pave your way.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Long Island's Ford Giant is celebrating its 60th year anniversary. Stop by Sayville Ford to check out their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
And a very pleasant good afternoon and welcome to New Britain Stadium. My name is Joe Vasile and it's time for Long Island Ducks baseball here on the Ducks Broadcast Network. Today, the Ducks take on the New Britain Bees in Game 3 of a 3-game series, a rubber game after the Bees took Game 1 on Friday night by a final score of 5-3. The Ducks came back last night with a 3-0 shutout win over the Bees, and now the Ducks look to win their 7th straight series and continue their strong month of August. They are 19-7 here in the month, and 19-4 in their last 23 games. So a very impressive stretch of games for the Long Island Ducks. They've won 3 games via shutouts here in the month of August, and they've also had 3 waddle-off wins here in this week alone. So it's been a lot of very exciting baseball for the Ducks as of late, and Jordan Hinshaw digs in against Jonathan Pettibone to get things going here this afternoon. Hinshaw hitting .324 on the season, combined between New Britain and Long Island. And the first pitch from Pettibone is on the outside corner, called a strike at 1:38 p.m. And we are underway here from New Britain Stadium. Pitch, and for a strike to Hinshaw. The count quickly 0-2. Hinshaw had 3 hits in his return to New Britain on Friday night. Last night went 0 for 4. The pitch, swinging a foul ball at home plate. We'll do it again at 0-2. Played the first 60 games of his season as a member of the New Britain Bees, as Hinshaw caught himself in the leg trying to walk it off here with that foul ball. This is his 6th game with the Ducks with Long Island. He's hitting .278 with a double, 2 runs scored. Right-handed hitting outfielder, a little bit of pop in his bat, but mostly the blazing speed, his greatest attributes. Now the 0-2. Slider misses low and outside. Count 1 ball and 2 strikes from Jonathan Pettibone on the mound for the New Britain Bees. Pettibone making his 20th start of the year, 2-6 with a 4.48 ERA. The pitch swung on and hit in the air to right center field. Ranging over on it, Michael Kraus, who will make the catch in right center for out number 1 on Hinshaw's drive. That's how we get underway here on this Sunday afternoon. Thank you for joining us here on the Long Island Ducks Baseball Network, wherever you might be, whether it's on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, or at liducks.com via Boxcast. Thank you for making us part of your Sunday afternoon. So here's Delta Cleary Jr., switch hitter batting left. First pitch from Pettibone misses inside And the count 1-0 strikes. Delta hitting .264 on the season, went 1 for 4 yesterday. Now the pitch misses outside, count 2 strikes. Singled in the 9th inning and then was thrown out at home on a force play, where the Ducks would add their 3rd and final run of the night as he slaps one to the left side. Diving play by Baca to his feet, throw to first, not in time. Delta Cleary Jr. a little bit too fast, and that play a little bit too difficult for Michael Baca. And Delta Cleary Jr. beats out an infield single with 1 out here in the 1st inning. First hit of the game for the Ducks, and it puts a man on first for Mark Krause. 2nd in the Atlantic League with 76 runs batted in this season. Defensive alignment for the New Britain Bees. At first base, it's John Griffin. The second baseman is Yusuke Kajimoto. Michael Baca is the shortstop. We met him already. And Jovan Rosa is at 3rd base. In the outfield from left to right, Connor Bierfeldt is in left. Michael Krause is in center, and Jamar Walton is in right field. And Ivan Villascusa does the catching for Jonathan Pettibone. Comes set from the stretch, and the first pitch to Krause. He checks his swing, but it's on the outside corner for a called strike. The count 0-1 nonetheless. Krause, the former big leaguer, went 2 for 4 in yesterday's game, as the average up to .294 on the year. The 0-1 misses inside, count even up at 1-1 strike. Krause, 18 home runs, 2nd on the team behind Angelo Sonko, who has 20. Sonko in the on-deck circle here for Long Island. Pettibone set at the letters. Now the 1-1. Fastball misses upstairs, and the count 2-1 strike. Looks like a narrow strike zone tonight for home plate umpire Matt Hensel. Jorge Turan is the 3rd base umpire, and Matt Kane will handle the calls at first. 3-man umpiring crew in the Atlantic League. 2-1, misses low and inside. It's now 3-1 strike to Krause. This is Pettibone's 3rd start of the season against the Ducks. In his previous 2 outings, he's thrown 5 shutout innings and 4 shutout innings. 3-1 pitch, runner goes, and it misses outside for ball 4. Throw down to second, goes into center field, and Delta Cleary Jr. will get up and head for 3rd and make it in ahead of the throw. Now it gets away from Jovan Rosa and bounds into the Ducks dugout, and that will allow Delta Cleary Jr. to come in and score. What a goat rodeo of a play. 2 errors on the play against the New Britain Bees on a ball that they did need to throw down to second base in the first place because the pitch was ball 4 to Mark Krause. Delta Cleary Jr. heads to 3rd on the E2 by Ivan Villascusa and comes in to score on the E8s against the center fielder Michael Krause, which also allowed Mark Krause to get down to 2nd. So 1-0 Ducks here with 1 out, top of the 1st inning, and Angelo Sonko at the plate with a man in scoring position. First pitch on the way to Sonko misses outside, in the count 1-0 strikes. 5 in a row out of the strike zone for Jonathan Pettibone since the first pitch strike to Mark Krause. Takes a long lead off second, now the 1-0. Misses outside. It's now 2-0 strikes to Angelo Sonko. By the way, that walk was another Ducks walk presented by City MD Urgent Care. Over 15 City MD locations across Long Island. If you need a doctor, just walk in. Pettibone set, a look back at second, and now the 2-0. Swing a fly ball lifted in the air, foul down the left field line. The count 2-1 strike now to Angelo Sonko. Hitting .258 on the season, went 1 for 3 with a walk in yesterday's game. And Angelo's starting to take some more walks here as of late. Showing a little bit more of a selective approach at the plate. He's cut his strikeouts down some as well. 2-1 pitch, swing a line drive, hit out towards right center field, pretty deep, sending Krause back to the big area of the ballpark. He makes the catch. Mark Krause tagging at second, heading for 3rd, and the throw is way offline. And Mark Krause tags up and heads down to 3rd base on the flyout for Angelo Sonko. That's the second out here in the inning. But it's a productive out for Sonka as he moves the runner along 90 feet. So he got good wood on that ball, but sent it out to the deep part of the ballpark, out in right center. It's absolutely cavernous out to the quote-unquote power alleys here at New Britain Stadium. 330 down the lines, 400 feet in center field, and about 380 into the left center and right center field gaps. 20-foot wall all the way around. Here's the first pitch to Ruben Gotay. Fastball catches the outside corner for a strike, and a count 0-1. Gotay, a .264 hitter on the season. The 0-1 pitch, in for a strike. It's now 0-2. Pettibone works on the first base side of the rubber with Krause on third. Out of the stretch, the 0-2, swing a foul ball back to the backstop. We'll do it again at 0-2 to Ruben Gotay. Let's go along with his .264 average this year. Gotay, .397 on-base percentage. 9 doubles, 4 home runs, and 24 runs batted in. Went 1 for 4 with an RBI yesterday. The 0-2 misses outside. Count now a ball and 2 strikes. Jonathan Pettibone up over 20 pitches here in the first inning. Though the Bees bullpen is well rested, their starter Kyle Simon went the distance yesterday. It's the 1-2 fouled off up into the stands, and we'll do it again at 0-2 to Gotay. Simon threw his 5th complete game of the season to lead the Atlantic League. And on top of that, New Britain only relied on their bullpen Friday night for 2 1/3 innings. 1-2 pitch misses upstairs. It's now 2-2. So again, that Bees bullpen should be fairly well rested. As Pettibone set the 2-2, swing and a foul tip by Gotay in and out of the mid of Ivan Villascusa. Villascusa couldn't hang on to complete the strikeout, so Ruben Gotay gets another life. We'll do it again, 2 balls and 2 strikes. This at-bat turning into a good one between Pettibone and Ruben Gotay. This will be the 8th pitch. 2-2. Misses outside for ball 3. And the count now full. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Ruben. Pettibone now thrown 24 pitches in the inning. 12 strikes, 12 balls. The 3-2. Swing a drive hit in the air pretty well to left field. Chasing Bierfeld back towards the corner onto the warning track. He makes the catch. And that will retire the side here in the first. But in the first inning, the Long Island Ducks get on the scoreboard. 1 run on 1 hit. There were 2 errors, and 1 man is left on base. We go to the bottom of the first. It's the Long Island Ducks 1 and the New Britain Bees 0.
Hey fans, this is pitcher John Brownell, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Bethpage Ballpark is a great place to watch a ball game, so why not do so from some of the best seats in the house? The Ducks are proud to present the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden. Open for all fans on nights when the Smokin' Owl's party deck has not been reserved, the Beer Garden will feature a variety of frosty draft and bottled brews, as well as several food choices. The area has been decked out with bar rail seating and Ducks branded furniture to provide a comfortable atmosphere for everyone. Be sure to stop by and check out the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden on your next visit to the ballpark.
Long Island's Ford Giant is celebrating its 60th year anniversary. Stop by Sayville Ford to check out their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
Fans, every walk by a Ducks batter this season is presented by City MD Urgent Care. There are over 15 City MD locations across Long Island offering the comprehensive quality care you need the moment you need it. City MD Urgent Care, need a doctor, just walk in. Long Island Ducks lead the New Britain Bees 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the first inning here at New Britain Stadium. Joe Vasile with you on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network this afternoon. We thank you for making us part of your hopefully relaxing Sunday afternoon. It'll be Yusuke Kajimoto, Michael Kraus, and Jovan Rosa. Top of the New Britain lineup to up against Rafael Perez here in the bottom of the first inning, after which it'll be Craig Maddox, John Griffin, Jamar Walton, Connor Bierfeld, Michael Baca, and Ivan Villascusa. Kajimoto, Kraus, Rosa, Maddox, Griffin, Walton, Bierfeld, Baca, Villascusa. First pitch from Rafael Perez is swung on and fouled off as Kajimoto breaks his bat, just severing the barrel in half horizontally. Count 0-1 as a shard of the bat went flying up the third base line and landed down in foul territory, luckily away from everybody, so no one had to go dodging that shard of wood. And Kajimoto will go retrieve a new stick out of the dugout for the New Britain Bees. It's always a scary proposition when those bats break like that. So Kajimoto, switch hitter, batting from the right-hand side, digs back in. And the 0-1. Swing and a miss, good off speed from Perez. And the count quickly 0-2. Kajimoto hitting .264 on the season, 2 home runs, 19 RBIs, and a lot of speed. Leading off today with James Skelton getting the day off. Now the 0-2. Change up misses upstairs, count now 1-2. So Kajimoto beat out an infield single yesterday for New Britain. Part of his 1-for-4 day. Perez kicks and deals the 1-2. Swing a fly ball lifted down the right field line, but Jordan Hinshaw over and back on it. He'll make the catch for out number 1 here in the first inning. So 1 up and 1 set aside by Rafael Perez. In inning number 1, that'll bring up the center fielder, Michael Kraus. Long Island Ducks lead the New Britain Bees 1-0. Bottom of the first inning with 1 out, nobody on base. 2 first-inning errors, allowing Delta Cleary Jr. to come around and score after an infield single. First pitch to Michael Kraus. He bunts at it and fouls it off. Back to the backstop, count 0-1 to the Bees center fielder. Kraus committed the error that allowed Cleary Jr. to come in and score. As on a 3-1 pitch to Mark Kraus, Delta took off for second base. Kraus watched the pitch sail by for ball 4, and then the catcher Ivan Villascusa got up out of his crouch and threw down to second and airmailed the throw to center. 0-1 pitch is in for a strike to Kraus. Count quickly 0-2. That allowed Cleary Jr. to get up and start running towards third. Center fielder Kraus, Michael Kraus that is, got up throwing, and his throw to Jovan Rosa, the third baseman, was off the line and one hopped into the Ducks dugouts. 0-2 pitch in there for a called strike 3, and Kraus goes down looking for out number 2 here in the first. First strikeout of the game for Rafael Perez. Comes into this game with an 8-7 record for the Ducks. 4.34 earned run average on the year. He's pitched much better here as of late after a horrendous month of July where his ERA was about 7.5. He's lowered that down by 4 whole runs here in the month of August and looking to continue that trend. First pitch to Jovan Rosa off the plate inside. And the count 1 ball and 0 strikes to the Bee third baseman. Rosa leading hitter on the team at .308. Third on the team with 15 homers. And his 63 RBIs pace the club. Now the pitch. In for a called strike, and the count even up at 1 to Jovan Rosa. The Iron Man of the Atlantic League. Rosa today playing in his 258th consecutive regular season game with the Bees. 1-1 pitch, line to third, in and out of the glove of Gotai. He recovers, throws long across the diamond to first, and it is in time to retire Jovan Rosa and retire the side here in the first. The Ducks just retired the Bees 1-2-3, making this another PSEG Long Island energy-efficient inning. With energy efficiency programs from PSEG Long Island, saving your electric bill is also as easy as 1-2-3. Visit PSEGLINY.com/save money. One more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you.
Hey fans, this is shortstop Dan Lyons, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSEG Long Island is making things work for you with over 10 energy efficiency programs that can help you save on your monthly electric bill. From our free online energy analyzer and in-home energy assessments to rebates on energy efficient air conditioning, even discounts on LED light bulbs. Helping you save on electricity is our job. What to do with your savings?
Flight 85 now boarding for the Magic of Orlando.
Is entirely up to you. Visit PSEGLINY.com/save money. Just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owls party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nickalock Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
We go to the top of the second inning. Elmer Reyes will lead off for the Long Island Ducks against Jonathan Pettibone. It'll be Reyes, Alex Berg, and Derek Piles due up. And the first pitch from Pettibone misses outside. Count 1 ball and no strikes to the Long Island Ducks shortstop. It's the Ducks 1 and the Bees nothing. An unearned run in the first inning for the Ducks, giving them the early advantage as the 1-0 is on the inside corner for a called strike. Count even up at 1-1. Reyes hitting .290 on the year. 1-1 pitch. Misses outside, perhaps a touch low, and the count 2-1 now. 4 home runs, 48 runs batted in for the righty hitter. 2-1 pitch, swing and a drive, hit down the left field line. It's got some lift underneath it, and Connor Bierfeld's over. He's not going to get there as it clangs off the wall. Reyes rounds first. He'll head into second and get there standing with a leadoff double here in the second inning. Boy, off the bat, I didn't think that one had enough carry to get to the wall. But with the wind blowing out to left field today, at least judging by the American flag at half staff in center field, that one just got up and kept carrying over the top of the stadium's jet stream. So Reyes aboard at second with a leadoff double. His third hit of the series. He's got one in each of the 3 games now, and Alex Berg comes up to the plates. Pitch. Swing a fly ball. It's shallow into right field, going back to second baseman Kajimoto. He makes the catch, and that's out number 1 here in the inning. Having a hold up at second base is Elmer Reyes, as Alex Berg goes down on 1 pitch. Popping up to seconds, and that'll bring up Derek Piles. Piles has been a solid addition to the Ducks, hitting .294 in his time on Long Island. .236 overall when you count the 13 games that he spent with the Sugarland Skeeters earlier this year. Wide open stance on the right side, spends it crouched over. And the pitch. This is low, and the count 1 ball and no strikes from Jonathan Pettibone to Derek Piles. Piles picked up a base hit yesterday, had an RBI in the game on Friday night. Now Pettibone set and the 1-0. Swing a ground ball hit to the right side of the infield. Kajimoto down, grabs it, spins, throws to first in time to get Piles. What a great play by Yusuke Kajimoto. Just to get to that ball, he had to range far over to his left to get to it deep in the hole. Ground out to the right side of the infield, moves Elmer Reyes to third base. So a productive out for Derek Piles. But there's now 2 outs, and Audie After comes up to the plates. After hitting .200 in his short stint with Long Island. Went 0 for 3 yesterday, but had a booming double on Friday night doing the catching for the Ducks. Pitch swung on and missed, and the count 0-1. And it's interesting, Hafner's now played in all 3 games in this series. But this is the first time that he's been scheduled in the original draft of the starting lineup. A 1 pitch misses outside, count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Friday night he came in as part of defensive changes after Delta Cleary Jr. was ejected from the game. Came in to catch as Alex Berg moved to the outfield. 1-1 misses low, it's now 2-1. Yesterday, Giovanni Alfonso was scratched from the lineup after batting practice. So Alex Berg moved from catcher to second base, where he's playing again today. And after, inserted into the catcher's spots. It's the 2-1 in at the knees for a called strike. It's now even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes to the one-time New York Yankees prospect, Audie Hafner. Elmer Reyes aboard at third base. The Ducks lead the Bees 1-0. 2-2. Swing a fly ball foul on the first base side. That gets out of play and up into the first base picnic area. Next to the suite level, counts even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes to Audie Hafner once again. Ducks looking to take the rubber game of this 3-game series with New Britain. Now the pitch misses inside for Pettibone. The count full, 3-2. Not only that, but if the Ducks do win today, it'll be their 20th win here in the month of August. They have caught fire in the 8th month. Now the pitch hit foul by Hafner. He'll stay alive at 3-2 once again. Jonathan Pettibone spent time in the major leagues with the Philadelphia Phillies in 2013, 2014. Now the pitch, swinging to drive it out towards right center field by Hafner. This could be trouble. It's going way back to the warning track, and that one will one-up and be cut off just in front of the wall. Hafner rounds first, and he'll dig in his second standing as Elmer Reyes comes in to score easily from third. It's an RBI double for Audie Hafner. His first run batted in as a Long Island Duck, and it gives the club a 2-0 lead. A 2-out opposite field double for Audie Hafner against Jonathan Pettibone. Ducks have batted their lead by a run. Bring Jordan Hinshaw up to the plate. Leadoff hitter for the Ducks, 0 for 1 today. Flew out to right center. His first pitch misses high and inside from Pettibone. The count's 1 ball and no strikes. Now the pitch. Swing a foul ball at home plate by Jordan Hinshaw. The count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Pettibone comes from a strong baseball family. His father, Jay, pitched in 4 games with the Minnesota Twins back in 1983. 1-1 pitch, fouled off, and the count 1 ball and 2 strikes to Hinshaw. In fact, Jonathan Pettibone is a junior. His father's nickname was Jay, but really he is Henry Jonathan Pettibone Jr. Father and son alike, major leaguers. He's also got a brother, Austin, currently in the Texas Rangers organization, playing with the Down East Wood Ducks in the Carolina League. One ball, 2 strikes, the count. Pettibone set and the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Jordan Hinshaw goes down on strikes. First strikeout for Jonathan Pettibone in the game. That's out number 3 here in the second. For the Ducks in inning number 2, it was 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and leave a man on base. We go to the bottom of the second. It's Long Island 2 and New Britain nothing here on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Delta Cleary Jr. and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the North Shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
There's no better time than now to sign up the young Ducks fan in your life for the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Ducks Kids Club. Children 14 and under will receive exciting gifts, discounts on merchandise, and unique experiences that only come with being a member. Sign up today by visiting liducks.com or by calling 631-940-3825. That spells out Duck, D-U-C-K. Craig Maddox will lead things off for New Britain in the bottom of the second. Scored 2-0 in favor of Long Island. First pitch to Maddox on the inside corner, called a strike, and the count is 0-1. It'll be Maddox, John Griffin, and Jamar Walton. Lefty, righty, lefty against the left-hander Rafael Perez. Pitch to 1-2-3, bottom of the first. Now stick to a 2-0 lead. The pitch misses outside. Count even up at 1. To the designated hitter Maddox, who also serves as the hitting coach for the New Britain Bees, much in the same way that Lou Ford for the Ducks is a player coach. So 1-1 a pitch from Perez. Swinging a line drive foul. Up into the stands on the third base line. Count now 1-2. Perez working on a strong start to the game. Works quickly with nobody on base, but slows down once folks get on. Now the 1-2. This is low and outside. Good block by Hafner as it skipped away, but with nobody on base, it was non-consequential. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Craig Maddox. Ducks have 2 runs on 3 hits and no errors. The Bees, no runs, no hits, and 2 errors. Both errors coming on 1 play back in the first inning, leading to an unearned run. 2-2 pitch. Swinging a foul ball by Maddox. We'll do it again at 2-2. So the Ducks have the shift on here against the lefty pull hitter Maddox. 3 infielders to the right side of the infield. And the third baseman Ruben Gotay playing about the traditional shortstop position. Left side of the infield wide open for Maddox. Now timeout called as he'll step out of the box. Ducks have used the shift well against Maddox in this series. The 2-2. This is low. Count now full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. I've seen him ground into the shift several times and have not seen him beat the shift at all. But of course, it is very difficult to hit the ball on the ground to the opposite field. A lot of times, if you try to go in that direction, you end up lifting it up in the air, which is one of the reasons why teams are apt to do it, as the pitch is lined into left center field, and that one will get down for base hits. Played by the left fielder Derek Piles out near center. They'll fire back into the infield as Craig Maddox collects a base hit with 2 out, to lead off the second inning for the New Britain Bees. Ducks up 2-0. And John Griffin coming up to the plates. The outfield was also shifted against Maddox, and Delta Cleary Jr. was way over towards right center. If he's just straight away, that's a ball he catches with ease. Instead, it went out into no man's lands, just to the left of straightaway center for base hits. So now the Ducks will look to turn 2. Maddox being held on by first by Angelo Sunko. First pitch to John Griffin is fouled back over the screen behind his own plates. And the count 0-1. Griffin hitting .260 on the season, 7 home runs, 43 runs batted in. Tall 6'6" first baseman from Bradenton, Florida. Perez comes set. Now the pitch. Swinging a foul ball at home plate that squibs its way towards the warning track behind home plates. And the count quickly 0-2 to John Griffin. Another left-handed batter, Jamar Walton, stands in the on-deck circle. Maddox and Walton, the only two lefties in the Bees lineup against Rafael Perez, who's held lefties to just a .243 average against, compared to righties who are hitting .297 against Perez this year. Now the 0-2, swinging a ball hit off the fists in his shallow center. Coming in on it and making the play is Delta Cleary Jr. Basket catch around the hip for out number 1 here in the inning. We'll get you the defensive alignment for the Long Island Ducks. At first base, it's Angelo Sanco. Second baseman is Alex Berg. The shortstop, Elmer Reyes. And Ruben Gotay is at third. Derek Piles is in left field. Delta Cleary Jr. patrols center. And Jordan Hinshaw is out in right field with Audie Afner doing the catching. So now Jamar Walton digs in. He missed the first 2 games of this series after being away from the team. Now back with the club, and the first pitch is swung on and fouled back to the backstop. Count 0-1. Walton, a .293 hitter on the season. 11 home runs, 44 runs batted in, but just a .314 on-base percentage. Has struck out 69 times and walked only 9 times. 9 times all year. Set in the 0-1. Swinging a ground ball hit to first, picked by Sanco. He'll go to second for 1. Reyes relay to first, in time, double play. 3-6-3, turned by the Ducks. Sanco to Reyes, and back to Sanco to end the inning. In the second for the New Britain Bees, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and they leave a man on base. We go to the third, the score 2-0. The Long Island Ducks are on top.
Hey fans, this is right-handed pitcher Tyler Levine, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
New York Sports Day is one of the largest independent New York sports news sources out there. For coverage of the Long Island Ducks, Mets and Yankees, major and minor league baseball, football, basketball, hockey, and soccer, visit nysportsday.com. New York Sports Day, your independent Gotham sports news source. Jonathan Pettibone back to the mound to start the top of the third inning for the New Britain Bees. He'll face Delta Cleary Jr., Mark Krause, and Angelo Sanco, 2, 3, and 4 in the Ducks lineup, with the Ducks leading the New Britain Bees by a 2-0 score here in the top of the third inning. So Delta Cleary Jr. steps up to the plate. He has an infield single and scored the first Ducks run of the game back in the first inning, after he went down to second base, attempting to steal on ball 4 to Mark Krause. Ivan Villascusa threw down his second. That allowed Cleary Jr. to get to third, and then a throwing error that went into the dugout by center fielder Michael Krause allowed him to come in and score. First pitch to Delta is in for a called strike. The count 0-1. Now Pettibone deals, and the pitch misses inside. It's now 1-1 strike. Ducks got their second run in the second inning. Doubles for Elmer Reyes and Audie Afner brought him home. 1-1 misses low. It's now 2-1 to Delta Cleary Jr. Pettibone has thrown 48 pitches on the night and works fast. The 2-1. Oh, and missed outside, I suppose, and the count 3-1 strike now to Delta Cleary Jr. Pettibone into the windup, the 3-1 pitch. Misses low and inside for ball 4. So there's another Ducks walk presented by City MD Urgent Care. With over 14 City MD locations across Long Island, if you need a doctor, just walk in to City MD Urgent Care. Leadoff man aboard in the top of the third for the Long Island Ducks. The Ducks Health Report is brought to you by Island Shore Physical Therapy, the official therapists of the Long Island Ducks. David Ardsma still on the inactive list for the Ducks. He's not available, though the hope is he will be soon. He's been out essentially the entire month of August. Pickoff attempt at first. Delta Cleary Jr. back in standing. Dan Lyons not in the lineup for the third straight game. Dealing with a little bit of a tight hamstring, though he is available to come off the bench if need be. As is Giovanni Alfonso after colliding at first base. B's pitch out, throw down to second as the runner goes, not in time. Stolen base for Delta Cleary Jr., his 23rd of the season. Fourth bag he swiped against the Bees, and the count 1-0 now to Mark Krause, the man in scoring position. And how about that speed for Delta Cleary Jr.? They thought he was going to run, so they pitched out, and they still couldn't get him. 1 no strikes, the count to Krause. And the pitch. This is low, and the count 2 no strikes. Krause drew a walk his first time up. Advanced as far as third base back in the first inning. Stands tall in the left-handed batter's box and awaits Pettibone's 2-0. He'll have to wait as Pettibone steps off the mound and spins towards second but does not throw. Pettibone working out of the stretch with runners on base from the extreme first base side of the rubber. Native of Placentia, California. Pitch. Catches the knees for a called strike. The count now 2-1 to Mark Krause. His third start of the year against the Ducks. He has no record, but coming into this game had given up no runs in 9 innings against Long Island. Pettibone sets. Look back at second. Double take in the 2-1. Swing a high drive in the air to deep right field. Going back is Walton to the warning track at the wall, looking up, and that ball is out of here. Mark Krause with his 19th home run of the season, and the Ducks take a 4-0 lead in the top of the third. First home run of this series for Long Island, and a moonshot for Krause. As we talked about earlier, very tough to hit one out here at this ballpark unless it's right down the lines, and Krause absolutely tattooed that one. That'll bring Angelo Sonko up to the plate, as Pettibone will try and have a short memory and recover quickly. Ducks have now scored in each of the first 3 innings. Pettibone into the windup, and the first pitch to Angelo Sonko. Check swing. The pitch is in for a called strike at the count 0-1. Sonko's 0 for 1 today. Flew out deep to right center field his first time up. Pettibone on the same page with the catcher Villascusa. Now the pitch. Swing a high fly ball lifted in the air deep to right field towards the foul line. Rolling over on it, Jamar Walton in foul territory will run out of room and watch it land down in the kids area. Count 0-2 to Angelo Sonko. Sonko a little bit out in front of the pitch from Jonathan Pettibone. Now the 0-2. Swinging a ground ball hit to first base. Charging is John Griffin. gloves and steps on the bag unassisted for out number 1 here in the first inning, or in the third inning. And there's one gone, and that'll bring Ruben Goatside to the plate. 4-0 the score in favor of the Long Island Ducks. Goatside 0 for 1 in the contest. Flew out to left field, deep to the warning track in the corner his first time up. He's back in the first inning to end the threats. The man on third, and the first pitch from Pettibone is swung on and lined foul up the third base line. 0-1 to Ruben Goatside. His third base coach and manager, Kevin Baez, doesn't even flinch over in the third base coach's box. Pitch runs low and inside, and the count now even up at 1-1 strike to Ruben Goatside. Former big leaguer, spent time with the Royals, the Mets, and the Braves in the big leagues. Now the 1-1. Fastball on the outside corner called a strike. Now 1-2 is Jonathan Pettibone, wasting absolutely no time out on the mounds. He's into the windup in the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, he struck him out. Blew a fastball high by Ruben Goatside. Second strikeout of the game for Jonathan Pettibone. And there's 2 gone here in the top of the third inning, with the Long Island Ducks leading the New Britain Bees 4-0. Here's Elmer Reyes, who doubled and scored his first time. His first pitch is in for a called strike. Fastball in the inside corner, count 0-1. Reyes, a .290 batter on the season entering play today. That was his 26th double. Pitch misses outside, count even up at 1-1. Pettibone kicks and deals the 1-1 pitch. Misses inside, count 2 balls and 1 strike. As again, he is no nonsense on the mound. He gets the ball and he is ready to go. 2-1. Swing a foul ball by Reyes that gets up on top of the roof at the sweet level behind home plates. Can't even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So now Jonathan Pettibone, this time will dilly and dally a little bit. Takes his glove off, wipes his hands, now the 2-2. Oh, misses low in the dirt, count now full, 3-2. Pettibone gets a new baseball from plate umpire Matt Hensel in the 3-2 pitch. Misses low and outside for ball 4. Second walk of the inning issued by Jonathan Pettibone. That's another Ducks walk brought to you by City MD Urgent Care. With over 15 City MD locations across Long Island, if you need a doctor, just walk in to City MD Urgent Care. So runner on first and 2 outs. The Long Island Ducks leading the New Britain Bees 4-0. As Alex Berg comes up to the plate, he popped up to second base his first trip, 0-1. Reyes is lead off first, being held on, and the pitch misses outside. Count 1 ball and no strikes to Alex Berg. Berg, a .290 hitter on the year. Pettibone working out of the stretch. Comes sets, and now the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Got even up at 1 ball and 1 strike as Berg pulled off in front of it. Good off speed from Pettibone. Coming set now the 1-1. Check swing by Berg. Did he go around on appeal? No, he did not. Count now 2-1. Elmer Reyes aboard at first. 2 gone here in the top of the third inning. Pettibone comes set and the pitch. Fastball catches the inside corner for a called strike, and the count now 2-2. Pettibone, absolute no nonsense. About 10 seconds between the time he gets the ball and the time he pitches it to the plates. Set in the 2-2. This is low and outside for ball 3. And working at that kind of pace, especially when a lot of pitchers don't do that anymore, is a good way to help keep hitters off balance. You don't expect to have to get ready so darn fast. It can help you be more effective. 3-2 pitch, runner goes, and it's swung on and foul tipped back into the mitt of Villascusa. Strikeout for Jonathan Pettibone, his third of the game, and that's out number 3 here in the third. But in the inning, the Ducks scored 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, 2 walks, and they leave 1 man on base. We go to the bottom of the third. It's 4-0 Long Island. You're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is infielder Elmer Reyes, and you're listening to Duck Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 24 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and also recently acquired Hampton Luxury Liner with regular service from New York City to the Hamptons. They also offer a variety of vineyard tour options. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines and Hampton Luxury Liner, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
Family fun every time.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Big action every time.
He reaches up, it's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season, and with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Hey Ducks fans, the final out of the top of the third inning was the 15th out of today's ball game. Did you know that a 15-minute call to Geico could save you 15% or more on your car insurance? Get a free quote today. Call 1-800-947-AUTO. That's 1-800-947-AUTO or visit geico.com. 4-0, the Long Island Ducks lead the New Britain Bees here as we head to the bottom of the third inning. It'll be Connor Bierfeldt, Michael Baca, and Ivan Villascusa due up for the New Britain Bees, 7, 8, and 9 against Rafael Perez, who's faced the minimum thanks to a double play through the first 2. First pitch to Connor Bierfeldt, misses low and outside. And the count 1 ball and no strikes to the Atlantic League All-Star, who's fallen on hard times here in the second half. Hitting just .236 on the season is Bierfeldt. Now the 1-1. Fastball missed low. Count 2 balls and no strikes. Hitting still 18 home runs for Bierfeldt. That's tops on the team. 51 runs batted in, his 4th. 2-0 pitch. Fastball in at the knees for a called strike as Bierfeldt with a half-hearted start and stop at the swing. Count 2-1. Now Perez into the windup, the 2-1 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed as Bierfeldt went down to a knee, chasing the heater inside. And the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bierfeldt has struck out 118 times this season. Now the 2-2. This is low, count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. But for Bierfeldt, those 118 strikeouts, tied with James Skelton, his teammate, for third most in the league. In fact, New Britain has 3 out of the top 5 batters in terms of strikeouts. Michael Krause, who's now at 130 after he struck out in the first, and Skelton and Bierfeldt. The pitch, swinging a ground ball, hit foul up the third base line. We'll do it again at 3-2. As a team, New Britain has struck out 978 times. That is 61 more times than the team with the second most strikeouts in the league, the York Revolution, who've struck out 917 times. Now the 3-2 from Perez is low for ball 4. Well, that one didn't miss by much. Actually, several pitches in that at-bat didn't miss by much. Rafael Perez issues his first walk of the game, sending Connor Bierfeldt down to first with nobody out here in the bottom of the third inning. It's the Long Island Ducks 4 and the New Britain Bees nothing. But Dakota, that strikeout number for the Bees offensively. Their pitching staff has struck out just 689 batters. York Revolution have struck out the second least in terms of their pitching at 728. So they're a gap of nearly 50. First pitch to Michael Baca is in for a called strike. Count 0-1. So the Bees strike out more offensively than anyone. They strike out the fewest of anyone as well on their pitching side. As Perez steps off the mound, timeout called. It's Bierfeld aboard at first base. The Ducks up 4-0. The 0-1. Swing a ground ball hit to third, could be 2. Gotay goes to second for 1. Berg the turn to first, in time, double play. So Alex Berg playing in just his 3rd game of the season at second base. Looking good, turning the double play, 5-4-3. And there's now 2 outs and nobody on base here in the inning for Ivan Villascusa. Villascusa up at the plate for the first time, hitting just .203 on the season. Now the first pitch. Fastball catches the knees for a called strike, and the count 0-1 to the catcher Villascusa. Wind of the pitch. This is outside, and the count even up at 1 ball and 1 strikes. 2 gone here in the bottom of the 3rd. 4-0 Ducks on top. Perez into the windup and the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Good off speed, then Villascusa was well out in front. Got now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Perez shakes off Hafner once, now into the windup and the 1-2. Swinging a pop-up. Foul on the third base line, back behind home plate. That'll get out of play. And into the stands, count remains at 1-2. Wide open gap in left center as the center fielder, Delta Cleary Jr., shaded towards right center field. Now the 1-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball hit to shortstop. Reyes will wait on it. Double clutches, fires to first, and that's in time to retire Villascusa, and that will end the inning. So after the leadoff walk to Connor Bierfeld, a double play and then a ground ball out, help Rafael Perez face the minimum here in the 3rd. No runs, no errors, and nobody left on base. We're through 3. It's 4-0 Long Island here on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is pitcher David Artsma, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Long Island's Ford Giant is celebrating its 60th year anniversary. Stop by Sayville Ford to check out their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
Bethpage Ballpark is a great place to watch a ball game, so why not do so from some of the best seats in the house? The Ducks are proud to present the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden. Open for all fans on nights when the Smokin' Owl's party deck has not been reserved, the Beer Garden will feature a variety of frosty draft and bottled brews, as well as several food choices. The area has been decked out with bar rail seating and Ducks branded furniture to provide a comfortable atmosphere for everyone. Be sure to stop by and check out the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden on your next visit to the ballpark.
Nothing to score. The Long Island Ducks lead the New Britain Bees here at New Britain Stadium in New Britain, Connecticut. Joe Vasile here with you this evening as the Ducks taking on the Bees in Game 3 of a 3-game series. Top of the 4th inning, so we'll ask you tonight's 4th inning trivia question, where we test your knowledge of the Long Island Ducks and baseball as a whole. But first, Derek Piles will lead things off for the Ducks. First pitch from Jonathan Pettibone is swung on in golf tie in the air and deep to left field. Going back, Bierfeld. He's got room in front of the warning track in the corner. He makes the catch on the drive from Piles. Counts is, or rather, there is 1 out here in the inning. So bring Audie Afner up to the plate, and let's ask you that 4th inning trivia question. Question is, on this day in 1982, future Atlantic Leaguer Ricky Henderson stole his 119th base of the season, setting a new single-season record. First pitch to Audie Afner is in for a called strike. Count 0-1 to the Ducks catcher. Who held the record before Henderson broke it? Whose record did Ricky Henderson break? Pitch is in for a called strike to Afner, and the count quickly 0-2. Afner is 1 for 1 today. Had an RBI double back in the 2nd inning in his first trip. And the pitch, swing a line drive, hit towards left field. That'll get in for a base knock. And Audie Afner now 2 for 2 with an RBI double and a single here today. So runner on first base, 1 out here in the bottom of the, the top of the 4th inning. We'll answer the 4th inning trivia question in the bottom of the 4th as the first pitch to Jordan Hinshaw misses low, and the count is 0-1. Hinshaw 0 for 2 against Pettibone today. Fly out and a strikeout. Now the 0-1. Fastball missed inside. Count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Pettibone set and the pitch. Swing a line drive over the glove of third baseman Jovan Rosa and down the left field line. Rounding second, heading for third is Afner. Here comes the throw, and he is out at third base. Audie Afner thrown out, trying to go first to third on Jordan Hinshaw's double. Strong throw from the left fielder Connor Bierfeld, gunning him down. And a good tag applied by Jovan Rosa, the third baseman. After thrown out 7-5 for the 2nd out here in the inning. And Delta Cleary Jr. now comes up to the plate with 2 outs, and the Ducks leading 4-0. And the speedy Hinshaw in scoring position. First pitch, swinging a foul ball lifted down the left field line. It's off the bleacher seating and skips up out of play. The count 0-1. Delta 1 for 1 with 2 runs scored, an infield single, a walk, and a stolen base today. Now the 0-1. Fastball missed inside. And the count even up at 1-1 is Jonathan Pettibone not getting the benefit of the doubt on borderline pitches in today's game. Has seen his pitch count creep up into the 80s here in this inning. Cleary Jr. hits one off the end of the bat. A cue ball for Jovan Rosa at third. He waits and throws over to first in time to retire Delta for out number 3 here in the inning. So the Ducks held off the scoreboard for the first time today. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and the Ducks leave a man on base. We go to the bottom of the 4th. The score 4-0 Long Island here on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Matt Larkins, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSEG Long Island is making things work for you with over 10 energy efficiency programs that can help you save on your monthly electric bill. From our free online energy analyzer and in-home energy assessments to rebates on energy efficient air conditioning, even discounts on LED light bulbs. Helping you save on electricity is our job. What to do with your savings?
Flight 85 now boarding for the magic of Orlando.
Is entirely up to you. Visit pseglyny.com/save money. Just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owls party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nickalock Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. The Long Island Ducks lead the New Britain Bees 4-0 here at New Britain Stadium in New Britain, Connecticut. Joe Vasile here with you today as the Ducks and Bees playing the rubber game of their three-game weekend series, the final series of the 2017 regular season to take place here at New Britain Stadium between the Ducks and Bees. Ducks will head home tomorrow to take on the York Revolution to begin an 8-game homestand at Bethpage Ballpark, the penultimate homestand of the 2017 regular season. Here in the bottom of the fourth inning, we'll answer tonight's fourth inning trivia question where we test your knowledge of the Long Island Ducks and baseball as a whole. We asked future Atlantic Leaguer Ricky Henderson on this day back in 1982, stole his 119th base of the year, breaking the modern record for stolen bases in a single season, and we asked whose record did he break. First pitch in for a called strike to Yusuke Kajimoto of the New Britain Bees, the leadoff man, who was 0 for 1 today against Rafael Perez. Wastes no time into the windup and the pitch. This is low and inside, count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. The answer is Ricky Henderson, in a year that he would steal 130 bases to set the modern baseball record. Passed up Lou Brock, who stole 118 bases for the St. Louis Cardinals in 1974. Now the 1-1. This is low and inside, and the count 2 balls and 1 strike to Kajimoto. Lou Brock, when he stole 118 bases, passed up Maury Wills' record of 104 in 1962. Although nobody has been able to ever get to the all-time baseball record, which is not the modern baseball record as it happened back in the 1800s. Pitch to Kajimoto, fouled up the first base line, count even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. A guy by the name of Hugh Nickel was playing for the Cincinnati Red Stockings in the American Association, which at the time was a major league. Stole 138 bases in 1887. How about that? Now the 2-2. This is upstairs to Kajimoto, and the count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And of course, throughout the years, the importance of the stolen base, rather the prevalence of the stolen base, ebbed and flowed throughout baseball. Around the turn of the 20th century, it was a huge part of the game because guys didn't hit for a lot of power. It was in the dead ball era, and steals were very important. 3-2 pitch to Kajimoto, line foul down the right field line. Hit down by the carousel in the kids area. We'll do it again at 3-2. And it was kind of that way up until Babe Ruth came along. And then Ruth came along, and all of a sudden nobody wanted to steal bases. Nobody wanted to play small ball and bunt and hit doubles and triples. Wanted to hit home runs. Because Ruth was hitting home runs, and Gehrig was hitting home runs. And the Yankees were hitting home runs, and the Yankees were dominating. 3-2 pitch. Misses low and inside for ball 4. Yusuke Kajimoto will head on down to first base with a walk to lead things off in the bottom of the fourth inning. Scored 4-0 in favor of the Long Island Ducks. So what you start to see, beginning in the early 1920s, and really kind of hitting its nadir in the late 40s and early 50s, is a decline in the stolen base in baseball. And at that point, I mean, people say today hitters are too focused on station-to-station baseball and home runs and walks and whatever. But back in the 40s and early 50s was probably the height of that throughout baseball. First pitch to Michael Krause is swung on and missed. Count 0-1. There was a lot of focus on just station-to-station baseball and wait for the 3-run home run. But all that started to change around the late 40s when you started to have an influx of players from the Negro Leagues, starting with Jackie Robinson and Larry Doby and Hank Thompson and all those great players. And they brought a different brand of baseball back into the major leagues. As a pickoff attempt at first, and Kajimoto gets back in standing. So slowly but surely throughout the 50s, you start to see guys who are a little bit more focused on speed and the return of small ball coming back into fashion. And then when Maury Wills breaks into the league in the early 60s, the stolen base has basically gone through a full resurgence throughout the game as another pickoff attempts. Kajimoto back in standing. I mean, he broke his stolen base record that had been held since like 1902 or something like that. It was 94, then he blew it away with his 104. Perez comes set. Now the 0-1. This is upstairs to Krause. Count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Michael Krause 0 for 1 today. Struck out his first time up. Only strikeout victim for Rafael Perez today. But throughout the 60s, with Maury Wills and then Lou Brock breaking into the league in the 70s, and then Ricky Henderson and Tim Raines in the 80s, the stolen base was back and not going anywhere. So 1-1 misses high and outside. It's now 2-1. But also during that era, baseball was going through somewhat of a second dead ball era, where you started having pitching dominate the game. Of course, Sandy Koufax, Bob Gibson, Juan Marichal, all these great pitchers of that 1960s era that eventually led to changes in the game. 2-1 pitch lined into center field, cutting in on it. Delta Cleary Jr. He won't get there as it falls in front of him for a base hit. Throw ahead of the runner at second. Not in time as Kajimoto was holding up to make sure that it would fall in. He does get in ahead of the throw. A walk and a single put runners on first and second for New Britain here in the bottom of the 4th. And Joban Rosa coming to the plate with the Ducks leading 4-0. Of course, the changes in 1968. The mound was lowered from, it was allowed to be 20 inches. Then they said you could only have it 10 inches of rise on the mounds to help tilt things back in favor of the pitchers. The strike zone was shortened vertically. And then the DH was added in the American League in 1973. Pitched to Rosate on the ground to third. Throw to second for 1, and everyone's going to be safe as Berg dropped the ball, and they won't say it was on the transfer. Everyone is going to be safe. Kajimoto down to third. Krause down to second. Rosa aboard at first. And we'll see how that gets scored. It looks like for now that's going to be an infield single. He's put up on the board. No judgment made yet. So you got to give an error to Berg there for dropping the ball. And that's at very least a fielder's choice, allowing Rosa to reach. And then the E4 charge to Alex Berg, allowing Krause to safely be at second. And that's what it will eventually go down as. So the base is loaded with Bs. Kajimoto at third, Krause at second, Rosa at first, and Craig Maddox coming up to the plates. 4-0 Ducks on top, but Maddox can change that with one big swing of the bat. He has 7 home runs this year. First pitch, swinging a high pop-up, foul on the first base line. Sunko over for a look, but that one will get well into the stands, up into the upper section of seating. And the count 0-1 to Craig Maddox. But as you start to see offense start to get reintroduced into baseball, starting in the late 80s with the steroid era, whether you call it 86 or 88 or whatever have you, that the steroid era began, stolen bases started to go back down to the point where they're again in Major League Baseball, all but non-existent as they were in the late 40s and early 50s. Pitch, swinging a line drive by Maddox. That'll get through into center field for a base hit. Coming in to score from third is Kajimoto. Everyone else goes station to station for the Bees. It's an RBI single for Craig Maddox, and New Britain is on the board. It's 4-1 in favor of Long Island. As Yusuke Kajimoto comes home, Michael Krause heads to third, and Jovan Rosa down to second on the RBI single for Craig Maddox. Still nobody out here in the fourth inning, and John Griffin now up at the dish. Griffin, 0 for 1 today, flew out to center field his first time up. Bases are loaded. Rafael Perez out of the full windup and the pitch. This is low and outside, count 1-0. This by far the toughest inning of the game for Rafael Perez, who had faced the minimum through the first 3 innings. He had allowed a walk and a hit, but had gotten 2 double plays to get him out of those jams. Now the 1-0. Swing a high fly ball lifted in the air to deep left field, and that ball is out of here. John Griffin, a grand slam, and the Bees have put up a 5 spot and have taken a 5-4 lead. Krause, Rosa, and Maddox score ahead of Griffin, who hits his 8th home run of the season. And in the blink of an eye, New Britain has gone from down 4-0 to up 5-4. That ends a 12-inning scoring drought for the Bees over the last 2 games, as they take the lead on the Ducks. First pitch to Jamar Walton is swung on and missed. Count 0-1. Perez into the windup, working quickly. The pitch. This is low, and the count even up at 1-1 strike. So the New Britain Bees with 5 runs before there's an out recorded here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Rafael Perez into the windup and the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss by Walton. He pulled off on the off speed. The count now 1-2. RBI single for Craig Maddox and a grand slam from John Griffin. Now the wind and the pitch. Swing a line drive deep and foul down the right field line by Jamar Walton. The count remains 1-2 strikes. This will be the 20th pitch of the inning for Rafael Perez. He threw just 36 through the first 3. 1-2. Swing a ground ball to first base over the bag. A fair ball picked by Angelo Sanco. He holds off Perez and will take it to the bag himself for out number 1. And finally, the 6th batter of the inning, Rafael Perez, records out number 1 here in the bottom of the 4th. 5-4, the Bees on top of the Long Island Ducks, as Connor Bierfeldt now strides up to the plate for New Britain. Bierfeldt drew a walk his first time up, then was erased on a 5-4-3 double play. Now is back leading off the 2nd inning. Pardon me, the 3rd. Into the wind, Perez deals the first pitch. Fastball catches the outside corner for a called strike, and the count 0-1. Bierfeldt hitting a .236 on this season, 18 home runs, an on-base percentage of .332. The 0-1 misses low in the dirt. Gets past the catcher Hafner, and the count even up at 1. Grand slam for John Griffin, giving the Bees the lead here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Perez out of the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing a line drive, hit to third base and past Ruben Gotzai. Normally sure-handed, but just looked handcuffed on that one, and he let it sneak by him. And into left field. They'll call an error on Ruben Gotay on that play. So all of a sudden, things becoming unraveled for Rafael Perez. I will get a mound visit from pitching coach Billy Horn. Here to try and settle down his left-hander. So again, they'll charge an error to Ruben Gotay. What it looks like. Put one up on the scoreboard. Still nothing, though, yet on the official counts. And it will be an E5. So Billy Horn heads back to the dugout as the Ducks starting to get some action brewing out in the bullpen. See some mulling about down in the left field corner. Can't tell if there's anyone throwing because the actual bullpen is out beyond the left field wall. Michael Baca now digs in for the Bees. Right-handed hitter. 0 for 1 today. Grounded into a double play his first trip. First pitch to Baca is swung on and missed. Count quickly 0-1. Elsewhere around the Atlantic League today, full slate of games. The York Revolution lead the Lancaster Barnstormers 6-4 in the bottom of the 6th inning at Peoples Bank Park in York. Winner of that game will take over first place, or sole possession of first place, in the Freedom Division as the pitch strike to Baca. It's now 0-2. Also out in the Freedom Division, the Sugarland Skeeters and Southern Maryland Blue Crabs are scoreless in the bottom of the 3rd at Regency Furniture Stadium in Waldorf, Maryland. There's one night game today, 5:05 p.m., Bridgeport at Somerset. 0-2 misses low. Count 1-2 now to Baca. Things have not gone well for the Ducks here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 2 errors, a grand slam, 5 runs in, and still just 1 out. 1-2 from Perez. This is upstairs. It's now 2-2 to Michael Baca. Perez sets. And the 2-2. Swing a ground ball hit back to the mound. Perez fields with the bare hand, has one play, and that's to go to first base, and that is in time to retire Michael Baca on the 1-3 ground out. That sends Connor Bierfeld down to second base. 2 gone here in the inning. That'll bring up Ivan Villascusa. Villascusa, the 9th man to bat in the inning for the New Britain Bees. So for 1 today, grounded out to shortstop his first time up. Perez takes a long look in at Afner. He really slows down the pace when he's working with runners on bases. First pitch. This is high to Ivan Villascusa, and the count 1 ball and no strikes. Now Perez comes set, takes a look back at second, and deals the 1-0. Fastball catches the inside corner for a strike. And the count even up at 1-1 to Ivan Villascusa. 5-4 the score in favor of the New Britain Bees. 5 runs all scored here in the bottom of the 4th inning. RBI single for Craig Maddox and a grand slam from John Griffin. The 1-1. Swing a fly ball lifted in the air to left field, sending back the left fielder Derek Piles, but he'll have it played, and he makes the catch for out number 3 here in the inning. In the bottom of the 4th, the New Britain Bees put up 5 runs. They got them on 3 hits. There were 2 errors, and they leave 1 on base. We go to the 5th, the score 5-4, New Britain on top. You're listening to Ducks Baseball.
Hey fans, this is Yuri De La Rosa, left-hander pitcher, and you are listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Hey Ducks fans, stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team by visiting Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Quack of the Bat will bring Ducks fans beyond the headlines with in-depth feature articles, breaking news stories, game previews, post-game wrap-ups, and so much more. Interact with the team during the entire season through quotes directly from the players and coaches, as well as exclusive video clips and photos. Check out the blog today at quackofthebat.wordpress.com. Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks.
We go to the top of the fifth inning, 5-4 the score in favor of the New Britain Bees over the Long Island Ducks. Fans, you can chill out with a cold cup of Hampton Coffee Company Gourmet Iced Coffee. Available now at concession stands at Bethpage Ballpark. Hampton Coffee is the preferred coffee of the Long Island Ducks. You can visit HamptonCoffeeCompany.com or visit their cafes in the Hamptons. Mark Krause will lead things off for the Ducks here in the top of the fifth inning with the Bees on top 5-4. It'll be Krause, Angelo Sunko, and Ruben Gotay to up against Jonathan Pettibone, who into the windup deals the first pitch of the inning. It's a fastball called a strike on the inside corner, and the count 0-1. Now into the windup, here's the pitch from Pettibone. Fastball missed outside, and the count even up at 1-1 strike to Mark Krause, who's 1 for 2 with a walk and a 2-run home run in today's game. Now the 1-1. Fastball missed upstairs. And the count 2-1 to Krause. The home run was his 19th of the season, second on the team, behind behind Angelo Sunko, and his 20. 2-1 pitch swung on and popped up. Shallow right field, coming in on it, Jamar Walton, back to second baseman Kajimoto. And it'll be Walton at the last minute making the call, avoiding a collision with Kajimoto, and that's out number 1 here in the inning. Krause flies out to right field for the first out. It's Jonathan Pettibone starting to settle down after a really rough start to the game. He was at 73 pitches through just 3 innings. And it allowed 4 runs on 4 hits, including Krause's home run. Walked a couple batters, but worked around a 2-out double in the 4th, and now has retired Krause to start off the 5th as the first pitch to Angelo Sunko is fouled off. Third base line, and the count 0-1. Sunko is 0 for 2 today. Flew out to center field and grounded out to first base. Now the 0-1. Swinging a foul ball back over the screen behind home plates, back in this direction. And the count 0-2. Gotay awaits his turn on deck as in the 4th inning, despite the 2 errors from the Ducks, all 5 runs were earned against Rafael Perez as the pitch is lined into right center for a base hit. So Sunko collects his first hit of the game, and overall the 7th of the day for Long Island. Runner at first base and 1 out for Ruben Gotay. Gotay is 0 for 2. Fly out and a strikeout to his name so far today against the righty Pettibone. A couple of former big leaguers going at it here in this at-bats. First pitch. Fastball in for a called strike at the knees on the outside corner. Demonstrative call from home plate umpire Matt Hensel, and the count 0-1. Pettibone works quickly, the 0-1. Swinging a pop-up behind home plate. Catcher Villascusa shedding the mask back near the netting behind home plate. He makes the catch, but it hit the protective screen, and Gotai will get a reprieve. As soon as it hits the screen, it's considered out of play, and Villascusa caught it off the netting. So we'll just go down as a strike, no balls and 2 strikes. Now the count to Gotai as there is a little bit of a bowing in the netting here from the supports that come down where it angles, so it's not a straight up and down netting, and it kind of hit part that's bowed out towards the field. It's kind of concave or convex or whichever direction that is out towards the fields. So now Pettibone sets and the 0-2. Swing a foul ball back over the concave convex netting. And we'll do it again at 0-2 to Ruben Gotai. 5-4 the score in favor of the New Britain Bees. 1 gone here in the top of the 5th inning. Ducks scored a run in the first, a run in the second, and 2 runs in the third. Bees did all their scoring in the bottom of the 4th. Pitch to Gotai, misses low and outside. It's now 1-2. Angelo Sonko, the runner aboard at first base, being held on by his opposite first baseman, John Griffin. Now the 1-2. This is low and inside to Gotai. Count 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one brushes him back off the plates around the ankles. Now the set and the 2-2. This is low and outside. Count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Ruben Gotai. Gotai's bounced around some since he last played in the major leagues back in 2008. 3-2 pitch, runner goes, and it's lined into right center field. That'll get down for a base hit. Rounding second inning for third is Angelo Sonko. He'll have the brakes slammed on there as a strong throw from Michael Krause comes back into the infield. It's a back-to-back hits for Sonko and Gotai to put runners at first and third. Want to bring Elmer Reyes up to the plate with 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning. It's the Bees 5 and the Ducks 4. That's going to bring a mound visit out from pitching coach Sean Gilblair. Gilblair also pitcher for this team, one of 2 player coaches on the roster for the New Britain Bees. There's not only Gilblair, pitching coach and manager and player, but also Craig Maddox, who we've seen as the DH today with an RBI single. He's also the hitting coach for the Bees. So here's Elmer Reyes up to the dish. He's 1 for 1 today. He doubled and came around to score in the second inning. Then he drew a walk in the third, his second trip. Was reached base safely twice against Jonathan Pettibone, who's now getting closer towards 100 pitches on the game, trying to get through 5 innings. What would secure him a victory if the Bees can hang on to this 5-4 lead? First pitch is on the inside corner, called a strike to Elmer Reyes. And the count 0-1. In fact, Jonathan Pettibone delivering pitch 98. Swung on and fouled off by Reyes. We'll get up into the stands, and the count's 0-2. New Britain Stadium, 330 down the lines, 400 to dead center, 20-foot wall all the way around. About 380 or so into the gaps in left and right center. Symmetrical outfield wall. 2 runner goes. Gotai at about 4 steps as he swings and lines one into right field for a base hit. Coming in to score from third is Angelo Sonko. Going first to third with ease is Ruben Gotai, who had about a 5-step jump before Jonathan Pettibone broke from the belt. And with that RBI single for Elmer Reyes, the game is tied at 5, and that will be it for Jonathan Pettibone in the game today. So the win now off the table, and the game tied up at 5, and the Bees will go to the bullpen. We'll take a step aside, let you know about the new pitcher coming in right after this. You're listening to the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Dennis O'Grady,
and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSEG Long Island is making things work for you with over 10 energy efficiency programs that can help you save on your monthly electric bill. From our free online energy analyzer and in-home energy assessments to rebates on energy-efficient air conditioning, even discounts on LED light bulbs. Helping you save on electricity is our job. What to do with your savings?
Flight 85 now boarding for the magic of Orlando.
Is entirely up to you. Visit psegly.com/save money. Just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owl's party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nickalock Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Here in the bottom of the the top of the fifth inning at New Britain Stadium, the score of 5-5 between the Long Island Ducks and the New Britain Bees. New pitcher in the game for New Britain is Nate Rowe, as Jonathan Pettibone leaves after 4 1/3 innings. He also leaves runners at first and third, with Alex Berg coming up to the plate, and Nate Rowe coming into the game, making his 55th appearance of the season for New Britain. That's the second most of any reliever on the team outside of Brandon Fry, a lefty who has 56 appearances. And Rowe is 5-5 with a 3.47 ERA. He has 1 save, 41 strikeouts, 22 walks, 59 hits allowed, 59 2/3 innings. So Berg up at the plate. The first pitch from Rowe is swung on and missed. Good off speed. And we count 0-1 to Alex Berg. Nate Rowe pitched a third of an inning on Friday night, allowed a base hit to Giovanni Alfonso that scored a run. And they got Jordan Hinshaw to fly out to center field. 2 batters he faced. Pickoff attempt at first and back in safely was the runner, Elmer Reyes. Reyes just had an RBI single through the hole in the infield and rights. That chased Jonathan Pettibone from the game and tied the game up at 5. Rose sets. And the 0-1. Swing and a miss by Berg, and the count 0-2. So Nate Rowe ahead quickly on Alex Berg, 0-2. Runners on the corners, Gotay at third, Reyes at first. 1 out here in the top of the fifth, game tied at 5 between New Britain and Long Island. Derek Piles waiting his turn in the on-deck circle as Rowe comes set. Now the 0-2. Swinging a foul ball over on the right field line. We'll do it again at 0-2. Can't close the book on Jonathan Pettibone just yet, but for the time being, 4 1/3 innings, 9 hits, 5 runs allowed, 4 of them earned. Walked 3, struck out 3. Responsible for both runners on base. Now Rowe staring into his catcher, Ivan Villascusa. Comes to the high set, and a pickoff attempt at first, and back in safely is Reyes. Elmer Reyes has only attempted 3 stolen bases all season, was successful once. Rowe looks over at first. And the 0-2, swing and a miss. He struck him out. Good breaking ball by Nate Rowe. And he got Berg to swing through it for out number 2 here in the inning. I'll bring up Derek Piles with runners still on first and third. Now 2 gone here in the 5th inning as Rowe trying to strand both inherited runners. Piles at the plate, 0 for 2 today. A ground out and a fly out. First pitch. This is inside as it brushes him off the plates. Count 0-1. Piles, open stance, crouched over. Just waiting to uncoil and unload on the baseball. Rose set in the pitch. Swing a line drive, base hit through the left side of the infield and into left field. Coming in to score from third base is Ruben Goatseye. And the Ducks are on top 6-5 with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. That run charged to Jonathan Pettibone. RBI single for Derek Piles, his second run batted in here in the series as Omar Reyes heads ahead to second to put runners on first and second for Audie Afner. First pitch, swing and a miss by Afner, and the count 0-1. Afner's 2 for 2, an RBI double back in the second. He had a single in the 4th inning that was thrown out, trying to get to third on Jordan Hinshaw's double. Rose set and the pitch. Swung on and fouled off on the right field line. That'll get up into the bleacher seats, and the count quickly 0-2 to Audie Afner. Afner with the 2 for 2 today, as the average up to 259 in his time with the Ducks. Raised it a whole 59 points. Joy of small sample sizes. Rose set and the 0-2. Swing and a miss. And Afner goes down on strikes, and that will do it for the Ducks here in the 5th inning. So Nate Rose strikes out 2, but he does allow an inherited run to come in and score. The Ducks plate 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and they leave 2 on base here in the 5th. It's 6-5 Long Island as we head to the bottom half of the 5th inning here on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is Yuri De La Rosa, left-hander pitcher, and you are listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Hey Ducks fans, stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team by visiting Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Quack of the Bat will bring Ducks fans beyond the headlines with in-depth feature articles, breaking news stories, game previews, post-game wrap-ups, and so much more. Interact with the team during the entire season through quotes directly from the players and coaches, as well as exclusive video clips and photos. Check out the blog today at quackofthebat.wordpress.com. Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks.
We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. The score 6-5 in favor of the Long Island Ducks over the New Britain Bees. Here at New Britain Stadium in New Britain, Connecticut. It'll be the top of the Bees lineup to up against Rafael Perez, Yusuke Kajimoto, Michael Kraus, and Jovan Rosa here in this top of the 5th. Kajimoto drew a walk and came around to score. His last time up in the 4th inning is also flown out to right field. The Bees sent 9 men to the plate to score 5 runs in the bottom of the 4th, and Kajimoto swings at the first pitch and lines it into left center for a base hit. He turns first and is looking to go for 2 as Piles cuts it off, and the throw in is second, not in time. It's a leadoff double for Yusuke Kajimoto here in the 5th inning, and a man in scoring position with nobody out for New Britain in the 5th. And the Ducks better be careful with Rafael Perez on the mound. We saw things snowball very quickly in the 4th inning, and you start to wonder if maybe the Bees are starting to center in on his pitches. Threw 32 of them in the 4th after throwing just 36 through the first 3 innings. Now Michael Kraus up at the plate with a man on second. Nobody out. First pitch. Swinging a fly ball foul down the right field line and well out of play. Count 0-1 to Kraus, who's 1 for 2 today, a single, and he's also struck out. Rafael Perez right now is charged with 5 earned runs. Should only be 4 though, as the 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed by Kraus. Count quickly 0-2. Because there were 2 errors in the 4th inning, including one Michael Kraus going to second base. Alex Berg dropped a throw from Ruben Gotay, and you can't assume the double play, but you can say that the Ducks would have gotten 1 out because otherwise there wouldn't have been an error on the play. The 0-2 pitch is swung on and hit off the fist in shallow center field. Going back, Berg, he can't get there. It falls in for a base hit. Rounding third, heading for home, Kajimoto. He'll be in standing. And the Ducks are outside with the Bees. The game is 6-all here in the bottom of the 5th inning. RBI single for Michael Kraus as Kajimoto comes around to score. That'll bring up Jovan Rosa with a man on first and nobody out here in the 5th inning. It is hotter than blazes here in New Britain. At least the offenses are. Perez comes set, a look over at first. Kraus has 36 stolen bases this year, and the first pitch to Rosa is right there, but misses for a ball. The count 1-0. Pitchers on both sides not happy with the narrow strike zone today. Jonathan Pettibone, especially for the Bees. Rafael Perez of the Ducks. The pitch, runner goes. Oh my goodness, that was called a ball. And at second with a stolen base is Michael Kraus. Without a throw. 2-0 to Jovan Rosa. Pettibone wasn't missing by much, but he threw 100 pitches in 4 1/3 innings. Rafael Perez not missing by much either. I think there's something to be said when you have 2 pitches who combined between the 2 of them for 51 walks and nearly 200 innings this year. As Perez comes set for 2-0. That one demonstratively misses upstairs. It's now 3-0. But when combined between the 2 of them, he had 3 walks for Jonathan Pettibone and 2 for Rafael Perez. Now behind the count 3-0 on Rosa. Perhaps it's not a case where both control pitchers can't find the strike zone today. Perhaps it's something else. 3-0. Right in there for a called strike at the knees. Looked identical to the 1-0 pitch, and it's now 3-1. Game tied at 6 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 6 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors for the Ducks. 6 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors for New Britain. Here's the pitch. Swing a line drive, hit up the middle. That's a base hit into center field. Rounding third, heading for home is Kraus. Delta Cleary Jr. will throw into second base. Kraus comes in to score. And New Britain grabs the lead back. It's 7-6 here in the bottom of the 5th. This game has hit a brick wall here in the middle innings as Craig Maddox comes up to the plate. He had an RBI single his last time up. And Rafael Perez, I mean, he's not fooling anyone out there on the mound right now. The Bees are hitting him and hitting him hard. 5 runs on 3 hits in the 4th. Already 3 hits and 2 runs. Still nobody out here in the 5th. He's got an okay pitch count, but pitch count be darned if you're not getting outs. And on the ground to first, Sonko Fields throws to second for 1. Relay back to first in time. Double play. So Craig Maddox grounds into a 3-6-3 double play. 3rd twin killing turned by the Ducks in the game today. Rosa erased from the base paths and now 2 outs. And John Griffin coming up to the plate. Griffin hit a grand slam his last time up. And the Ducks bullpen is well rested. We got an inning from Patrick Kreider and an inning from Amalio Diaz yesterday. And an inning from Rob Rogers and 1 inning from Zach Treese on Friday the night before. And there are guys who haven't pitched since Monday out there. Perez winds and fires. First pitch to Griffin. Swung on and missed. And the count 0-1. Griffin 1 for 2 with the grand slam and a fly out to center field today against Rafael Perez. Perez winds and fires. The 0-1. Fouled off and the count quickly 0-2. The home run was Griffin's 8th of the season. RBIs 44 through 47. Fans here at New Britain Stadium, the Beehive as they call it. Let's go Bees chants. Perez kicks and deals the 0-2. Missed inside of the count 1-2. Elsewhere in the Atlantic League today, one night game, the Bridgeport Bluefish visiting the Somerset Patriots 5:05 p.m. Sugarland and Southern Maryland are scoreless in the top of the 5th down at Regency Furniture Stadium. So 1-2 to Griffin is swung on a miss for strike 3. He goes down on strikes, and that is just the second strikeout of the game for Rafael Perez. In the inning for the New Britain Bees, 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. The score 7-6. The Bees on top as we head to the top of the 6th here on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Tim Millville, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
We go to the top of the 6th inning. There's a new pitcher in the game for the New Britain Bees. It's the left-hander Brandon Fry, who replaces Nate Rowe. Let you know Fry's numbers in just a second, but also we'll give you Jonathan Pettibone's final line, which is now finalized in the game today. Pettibone, 4 1/3 innings, gave up 9 hits, 6 runs, 5 of those were earned, and he walked 3 and struck out 3. And now Fry in to make his 57th appearance of the season, 1-3 with a 3.86 ERA on the year. Southpaw comes in, and he will face the top of the Ducks lineup with Jordan Hinshaw, Delta Cleary Jr., and Mark Krause here in the top of the 6th inning. It's New Britain 7 and Long Island 6 in what has turned rather quickly into a back-and-forth slugfest. First pitch from Fry. Fastball misses outside. The count 1 ball and no strikes to Jordan Hinshaw. Fry now the 3rd pitcher in the game for New Britain. Gave you Pettibone's line. Nate Rowe went 2/3 of an inning, gave up a hit, no runs, no walks, and 2 strikeouts as Hinshaw fouls the pitch off at home plate. Comes up and catches a piece of him in the batter's box, and the count now even. Now 1-1. Rose struck out 2, but did allow an inherited runner to come in and score on Derek Piles' RBI single. Fry very methodical on the mound. bends over from the third base side, gets set, and the 1-1. Swing and a miss by Hinshaw. Just down and out of the zone, and Hinshaw went chasing. And the count now 1-2. Hinshaw 1 for 3 at the plate today. Doubled his last time up, has also flown out to center field and struck out swinging. Fry set, and the 1-2. Breaking ball misses low and inside. Count even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hinshaw, 3 hits on Friday night. Took an 0 for yesterday, though. Now the pitch. Swing a line drive up the middle and into center field for a base hit. Just out of instincts there, Brandon Fry reached out with his bare hands to try and snag that hot shot liner up the middle. Probably a good thing that he wasn't able to get a claw on it. Runner at first base with nobody out here in the top of the 6th inning. 7-6 the score in favor of the New Britain Bees over the Long Island Ducks. And now catcher Ivan Villascusa out to the mound to chat with Brandon Fry. For Delta Cleary Jr. digs into the plates. Delta has an infield single, a walk, and a stolen base with 2 runs scored to his name today. Also grounded out to third. His last time up back in the 4th inning. Switch hitter batting from the right-hand side with the first time today. Pickoff attempted first. Back and standing is Hinshaw. Hinshaw successful on 12 out of his 15 stolen base attempts this year. Has not attempted a steal yet with the Ducks. Pitch. Cleary Jr. bunts it back to the mound. Fielded by Fry. Only play he has is to go to first. The sacrifice bunt by Delta Cleary Jr. is successful, advancing Jordan Hinshaw down to second base. As Cleary Jr. is retired 1-3 on the bunt attempt for the first out in the inning. That'll bring up Mark Krause. He's had himself a good day at the plate. A walk and a 2-run home run, along with a fly out to deep right on his day today. All of that coming against Jonathan Pennebone, Bees starter in today's game. Home run, the 19th of the season for Krause, second most on the team. Also his second home run of the week. He had one against Sugarlands in the series at home. Here's the first pitch. Last ball catches the knees for a called strike. The count 0-1. Krause hitting .294 on the season entering play today. 2-run homer gave him 78 RBIs on the season. Second in the league behind only Sean Halton of the Lancaster Barnstormers. Now the pitch. This is high and inside to Krause, and the count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Angelo Sunko awaiting his turn on deck. Jordan Hinshaw at second base. It's the Bees 7 and the Ducks 6 here in the top of the 6th inning. Lefty-lefty matchup here between Brandon Fry and Mark Krause. As Fry now comes set, a look back at second in the pitch. Fastball misses low and outside. Count even up at 2 balls and 1 strike. Fans, you can follow all season long as the Long Island Ducks try and meet the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. The Ducks hit 100 home runs this season. Chappie's Funeral Homes will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. 2-1 misses low and outside. It's now 3-1. Mark Krause's home run was the 96th hit for the Ducks this season, so 4 more. And they will have met the Chappie's Home Run Challenge for the first time in 3 years. 3-1 pitch. Swinging a foul ball at home plate. That one got a piece of Krause on the leg. Count is full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Chappie's Funeral Homes, where caring for others is our family tradition. So the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out to Mark Krause. Takes a little bit of extra time to recover after that last foul ball. Caught him in the leg. Kicked some dirt around the batter's box before digging back in against the lefty Brandon Fry. Fry's set. Look back at second. And the 3-2. Swing a ball hit off the fists in his shallow right field. Coming in on it, Jamar Walton. He's got it lined up. He makes the catch. Hinshaw bluffs towards third to draw a throw. It comes in and is cut off by Michael Baca. So fly out to right field for Mark Krause is the second out of the inning. That'll bring Angelo Sonko up to the plates. Sonko is 1 for 3. He singled and came around to score his last time up. Also flown out and grounded out in the game today. Ruben Gotay in the on-deck circle now for the Ducks. Case Angelo Sonko keeps it going. Fry set the first pitch. Swinging a foul ball back to the screen. Count 0-1. Well, Rafael Perez for the Ducks at just 72 pitches through 5 innings, but has allowed 7 runs. Miraculously, all of them earns. Well, one of them should be an unearned run. It's, that's window dressing at this point. Be surprised to see him out for the bottom of the 6th despite the pitch counts. Pitch misses on the outside corner for a called strike to Sonko. It's now 0-2. Ducks have a well-rested bullpen and should not be afraid to use it. Trail New Britain 7-6 here in the top of the 6th. Now the pitch. Down the dirt, gets away from the catcher via Scusa, and heading to third base on the wild pitch will be Jordan Hinshaw. So the wild pitch advances the tying run down to third base. Now just 90 feet away with Sonko up at the plates. Another one could potentially tie the game. Outfield shaded for Sonko to pull the ball, but a big gap down the left field line. We've seen Sonko go in that direction a couple times over the last few weeks. Now the 1-2. Misses down in the dirt. Gets away from the catcher. Here comes Hinshaw to the plate. Throw is offline. Gets away from the pitcher, Fry. Hinshaw will score, and now Brandon Fry is down. He might have gotten spiked by Hinshaw. He is crumpled up at home plates as Bees trainer Andy Messino out to check on him. The run comes home to score. So the game is now tied 7-all as back-to-back wild pitches from Brandon Fry allow Jordan Hinshaw to advance 180 feet. But now the concern for Fry is going to be accompanied out to the mound by Sean Goblair, the pitching coach, and Andy Messino. We'll see. Likely they'll allow him to throw a warm-up pitch or two just to see how he's feeling. And again, not sure if he got spiked or whether it was just the sheer force of the collision or what have you. That shook up Fry a little bit here at home plate. We'll see here as he throws a couple of tosses just to make sure he's okay. First one looked good, and that's going to be all that anyone needs to see. Everyone will head back to the dugouts. And Fry will stay in. That's good to see. That could have been a bad collision. So 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs the count. Game tied at 7 between the Ducks and the Bees. 7 runs, 11 hits, 2 errors for the Ducks. 7 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors, and a sloppy game for the Bees. Now the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Sonko goes down on strikes to end the inning. First strikeout for Brandon Fry and the 6th overall for Bees pitching. But in the inning, the Ducks score 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, 2 wild pitches, and nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the sixth. We're tied up at 7 here on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is infielder Mark Krause, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Oh, I love it! The color of my new Nicolot patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolot walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolot pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolot's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolot. Visit Nicolot.com.
Pave your way.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the Flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Rafael Perez's day is done, and it has only just begun for Dennis O'Grady, who comes in second Ducks pitcher of the game. O'Grady making his 30th appearance of this season. He's also made 14 starts and now 16 out of the bullpen. 5 wins and 6 losses, his record with a 4.47 ERA. He replaces Rafael Perez. I'll get you his final line here in just a second. Perez, as we mentioned, threw 72 pitches for the Ducks today and lasted the first 5 innings of the game, giving up 7 runs, all of which were earned, but again, one of those should be an unearned run against Perez. That'll probably be changed after the game on 7 hits, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. So O'Grady in, second pitcher for the Ducks. He'll face Jamar Walton, Connor Bierfeld, and Michael Baca. That's 6, 7, and 8 in the New Britain lineup, with the game tied at 7 as we start play here in the bottom of the 6th. The righty deals the first pitch, and it's on the outside corner for a called strike, and the count 0-1. First time we've seen O'Grady here in a couple of days. As the pitch is swung on and missed. Count quickly 0-2 to Jamar Walton. When we last saw Dennis O'Grady, it was back on the 22nd of August. Through a 1-2-3 inning, striking out 2. That was on Tuesday nights. 1-2, misses low and inside. It's now 1-2 to Jamar Walton. Walton's grounded out twice today. Once into a double play and once 3 unassisted. Left-handed batter against the righty O'Grady. Now the pitch. Swing a line drive, foul up the first base line. Got to remain at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ducks bullpen has been somewhat of a strength for the team here over the last week or so. That's 5 games, bullpen 12 innings pitched, just 1 earned run. 0.75 ERA. That includes 2 extra inning games in that span. On the 1-2, misses high and inside. The count even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the Ducks pen going strong. Dennis O'Grady looking to keep that being the case. Pitch swung on and missed by Walton. He goes down on strikes. 3rd strike of the game for Ducks pitching, and the first for Dennis O'Grady. And there's 1 out here in the 6th inning. And when Connor Bierfeld up to the plate. 0 for 1 today, reached on an error and has also walked. 2 trips against Rafael Perez, who amazingly is off the hook for the loss in this game despite allowing 7 runs in 5 innings, because the Ducks have given him 7 runs of support. O'Grady set in the pitch. Breaking ball misses outside. And the count 1 ball and no strikes to Connor Bierfeldt. Bierfeldt hitting .236 on the year. That was entering play today. Now the 1-0 misses outside. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Again, he was an Atlantic League All-Star. Had a great first half of the season. Has cooled down considerably here in the second half. Now the 2-0 pitch on the outside corner, called a strike to Bierfeldt. It's now 2-1. Bierfeldt pinwheels the bat as he awaits O'Grady's set and the 2-1. This is low and outside. It's now 3-1. Michael Baca in the on-deck circle for New Britain. He'll be next. Game tied at 7 here in the bottom of the 6th. 1 out and the base is empty. The 3-1. Swing a foul ball by Bierfeldt that popped out of the mid of Audie Afner. Just got a piece and nicked it. Count full 3-2. You know, we were talking about Ricky Henderson a little bit earlier on in the broadcast today. 3-2 pitch misses low and outside for ball 4. Dennis O'Grady has walked Connor Bierfeldt with 1 out here in the 6th. Bierfeldt has reached base for the 3rd time today. That'll bring up Michael Baca. Runner on first. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th of a tie game. 7-all between the Ducks and Bees. But talking about Henderson for a moment, jogged my memory of a story from when Ricky Henderson was a minor leaguer back in 1978. O'Grady comes set and the first pitch. Fastball catches the outside corner for a called strike to Baca. And the count is 0-1. Ricky Henderson in 1978 was playing for the Oakland Athletics AA club, the Jersey Giants, or rather the Jersey Indians, pardon me, in the Eastern League. The pitch, off attempt at first, back in safely is the runner Bierfeldt. I played in Jersey City, New Jersey, and it was the last year that there was ever an affiliated minor league club in Jersey City. The 0-1 pitch, breaking ball from O'Grady, bends in for a strike. And the count now 0-2 to Michael Baca. They played in an old rundown stadium and had the lowest attendance in AA baseball. It drew only 28,969 fans, which, I mean, nowadays the Ducks will draw that in a 4-game homestand, just to give you an idea. Pickoff attempt first, and back in safely is Baca, or rather, is Bierfeldt with Baca at the plates. But it was old Roosevelt Stadium. Pitch hit on the ground at third base, picked by Gotay, throw to second for 1, relay to first is in time to retire Baca for out number 3 here in the 6th inning. And we'll talk more about Roosevelt Stadium in Jersey City on the other side of this break. In the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, a walk, and nobody left on base. We go to the 7th, game tied at 7 between the Ducks and Bees here on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Rob Rogers, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 24 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and also recently acquired Hampton Luxury Liner with regular service from New York City to the Hamptons. They also offer a variety of vineyard tour options. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines and Hampton Luxury Liner, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
Family fun every time.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Big action every time.
He reaches up, it's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season, and with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
We go to the top of the 7th inning. Game tied at 7 between the Long Island Ducks and the New Britain Bees. Joe Vasile here with you on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. And fans, don't forget to stop by the Waterland Shop on your next visit to the Duck Pond, where exclusive, hard-to-find Ducks memorabilia is now on sale. Proceeds benefit the Quacker Jack Foundation, the charitable arm of the Long Island Ducks. So Brandon Fry remains in the game as we head to the top of the 7th. He'll start his second full inning of relief for the New Britain Bees. And he'll face switch hitter Ruben Gotai, shortstop Elmer Reyes, and second baseman Alex Berg. 5, 6, and 7 in the Ducks lineup here in the top of the 7th inning. Gotai up at the plate, 1 for 3, a single and a run scored in the game today. It came back in the 5th inning. Coming home to score on Derek Pyle's RBI single off Nate Rowe. First pitch misses for a ball, and the count 1-0 to Ruben Gotai. So in the bottom of the 6th, we had started talking about Roosevelt Field in Jersey City, home of a former AA club, and an incident that occurred there while Ricky Henderson was playing there in the late 70s, in 1978. As the pitch misses low, it's now 2-0 to Gotai. Roosevelt Stadium was a 24,000 seat capacity stadium in Jersey City. The lights were absolutely atrocious, and the stadium had largely fallen into disrepair by the late 70s. 2-0 in for a strike, now 2-1 to go time. Brandon Fry from the third base side of the rubber deals the 2-1. Swinging ground ball hit deep in the hole. It's short. Diving play by Baca. He'll knock it down, but he can't glove it cleanly, and it's going to be an infield single for Ruben Gotai. His second hit of the day, and the Ducks have a leadoff man on here in the top of the 7th of a tie game, 7-all. Heck, even in the 1950s, really in the stadium's heyday, the Brooklyn Dodgers used to play about 10 to 15 games a year in Jersey City as their long-term stadium plans were unfolding. Of course, Walter O'Malley, the owner of the Dodgers, tried to get a new stadium in Brooklyn. That fell through, and they moved the team to Los Angeles. But while that was going on, they tried to play some games in Jersey to attract more fans and do all other kinds of things. As the pitch to Reyes misses high and outside, count 1 ball and no strikes. But again, by 1978, things had fallen into disrepair. The owner of the club didn't want to pay to have the lights fixed, so about half the lights for the playing field were out. Pitch in for a strike to Reyes, count now 1-1. That would be basically unacceptable in the minor leagues nowadays, but back in the 70s, it was more of an anything goes type thing. Fry set now the 1-1. Swinging a ground ball foul back behind home plate by Reyes, just got a piece. Count 1-2. So on May 26th, 1978, Ricky Henderson's Jersey Indians were at home playing the Bristol Red Sox. Their star player was Wade Boggs. A couple Hall of Famers taking the field that night. And at one point during the game, in the early innings, it's lost what inning and what batter due to history, but a right-handed batter swung at an outside pitch and lifted a ball towards Bristol Red Sox right fielder Barry Butera. 1-2 pitch swung on and missed by Elmer Reyes. He goes down on strikes for the first down here in the inning. Reyes walks up the third base line a little bit and has some words for something or someone before turning and heading back to the dugout. And heading out of the New Britain dugout is their manager Stan Clyburn. With Alex Berg coming up to the plate, that might be it here for Brandon Fry. Clyburn takes the ball. We'll have a new pitcher coming in for the New Britain Bees right after this. We'll tell you who it is. You're listening to Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Dennis O'Grady,
and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSEG Long Island is making things work for you with over 10 energy efficiency programs that can help you save on your monthly electric bill. From our free online energy analyzer and in-home energy assessments to rebates on energy-efficient air conditioning, even discounts on LED light bulbs. Helping you save on electricity is our job. What to do with your savings?
Flight 85 now boarding for the magic of Orlando.
Is entirely up to you. Visit pseglyny.com/save money. Just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owl's party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
One out and a runner on first base in the top of the 7th inning. Game tied at 7 between the New Britain Bees and the Long Island Ducks. Alex Berg will be the batter against the new pitcher for New Britain. It's Brandon League, the former big leaguer, coming in and making his second appearance of the series. League also appeared in the opener on Friday night through a third of an inning. Allowed a double to Audie Afner, who later came in and scored against the Bees after League was out of the game. Here it's Ruben Gotay at first and Alex Berg at the plate. The first pitch is swung on and fouled back to the backstop. And the count 0-1. Gotay at first. The responsibility of Brandon Fry as one Brandon replaces another. Brandon League making his 39th appearance of the year. 1-2 record with a 5.05 ERA. Though that's been on its way down. The set and the 0-1. Swing a fly ball hit off the end of the bat. Foul territory, first base side. Griffin has room, and he makes the catch on the warning track. First baseman John Griffin snaring the foul pop-up for out number 2 here in the inning. So we were telling you about how on May 26, 1978, Rickey Henderson's Jersey Indians playing Wade Boggs' Bristol Red Sox. Double-A Eastern League matchup in the early innings. Right-handed batter at a fly ball to right fielder Barry Butera. And here's the quote from Butera. First pitch to Derek Piles misses upstairs. The count 1 ball and no strikes. Piles 1 for 3 with an RBI single in today's game. Butera said, "I could tell by the angle of the ball coming off the bat it's coming in my direction. But I look up and I can't see it. Nothing. Yelling to our bullpen, asking them for help, and they don't see it either." Pitch chopped on the ground up the middle, gloved by the shortstop Baca. He steps on second to retire Gotay. Fielder's choice goes 6 unassisted to end the inning. Moral of the story, nobody saw the ball up in the air, nobody saw the ball come down, and nobody knows what happened to the ball. It was lost to history in that game. We'll take a step aside here as God Bless America starts to play. And tied at 7, here it's time to stretch. Kate Smith's God Bless America. Time to get up and stretch. Game tied at 7 between the Ducks and the Bees.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Angelo Sanco, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Long Long Island's Ford Giant is celebrating its 60th year anniversary. Stop by Sayville Ford to check out their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to.
We go to the bottom of the 7th inning at New Britain Stadium. The game tied at 7 between the Long Island Ducks and the New Britain Bees. Joe Basile here with you today on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. The Ducks have a new pitcher in the game. It's a right-hander, Matt Marsh, one of the newest names out of the bullpen. Marsh comes in making his 4th appearance on the season. He has no record and has not allowed a run yet in 3 1/3 innings. He's allowed 4 hits, struck out 2, and hasn't walked a batter either. Marsh will face Ivan Villascusa, Yusuke Kajimoto, and Michael Kraus. 9, 1, and 2 in the lineup for the New Britain Bees. As Dennis O'Grady went 1 inning, allowed 1 walk, struck out 1, also had a double play ground ball rolled in his favor. So Marsh in, the 3rd pitcher of the game for the Long Island Ducks, will return home tomorrow night to begin an 8-game homestand against the York Revolution on Breast Cancer Awareness Nights. First pitch of the switch hitting Villascusa is a fastball that misses low from Marsh. Going to count 1 ball and 0 strikes. Villascusa is 0 for 2 today. Grounded out to shortstop and is flown out to left field in his 2 trips. Both of those coming against Duck starter Rafael Perez. Now the pitch. Fastball in for a called strike, counting even up at 1 to Ivan Villascusa. Breast Cancer Awareness Night on Monday. Ducks will wear pink jerseys, which will be auctioned off during the game. Proceeds benefiting local breast cancer coalitions. As the pitch is popped up left side into shallow left field. Reyes giving way to the left fielder Derek Piles, who makes the catch. 1 out here in the 7th inning. 1 up and 1 set aside for Matt Marsh in the 7th. That'll flip over the lineup card and bring up Yusuke Kajimoto, the leadoff hitter, who's doubled, walked, scored 2 runs, and flown out to right field in the game today. Again, all of that against Duck starter Rafael Perez. First pitch. This is low. The count 1 ball and 0 strikes. Perez went the first 5 innings, allowed 7 runs on 7 hits, walked 2, struck out 2. Now the 1-0. Swing a ground ball at the first base line and foul. Hit hard by Kajimoto, and the count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Marsh works out of the full windup out of the bullpen with the bases empty in the pitch. Breaking ball misses, and it's now 2-1 as the narrow strike zone at least has been consistent for both sides throughout the entire game. Marsh kicks and deals the 2-1. That one misses low and inside, and the count 3 balls and a strike. Marsh wears the pants rolled up just below the knees. Got that from playing in the Yankees organization. They mandate all their minor leaguers to wear the high socks as the pitch to Kajimoto, swung on and driven high in the air and deep to right field. Back goes the right fielder to the warning track at the wall. Hinshaw leaps and makes the catch. Jordan Hinshaw, robbing extra bases from Yusuke Kajimoto with a leap, goes up and makes the catch in front of the wall in right field for out number 2 in the inning. Kajimoto got a lot of that baseball and drove it about 330 feet out to the base of the wall in right field, and Jordan Hinshaw had to go up and leap and make the grab about halfway up the wall. Great defensive play by Hinshaw. There's now 2 gone here in the bottom of the 7th, game tied at 7. Marsh out of the windup, the hesitation and the pitch. Fastball catches the inside corner for a strike, and it's now 0-1 to Michael Kraus. But in addition to Breast Cancer Awareness Nights, post-game fireworks spectacular tomorrow for the Ducks. Now the 0-1. Breaking ball is on the outside corner, called a strike, and it's now 0-2. Ducks continue their homestand Tuesday on a 2 for Tuesday against the York Revolution, with Orange good times every time. Notebooks being given away to the first 1,500 fans, presented by the People's Alliance Federal Credit Union. 0-2 misses low, and it's now 1-2. 2 for Tuesday. Use the promo code BOGO at checkout when buying tickets at liducks.com. Offer good up to 4 tickets. Now the 1-2. Off speed, misses low. Count even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Get your tickets 4 ways over the phone by calling the box office at 631-940-TIXX. Online at liducks.com, on the Long Island Ducks mobile app, and in person at the box office. 2-2, fouled back by Kraus. And we'll do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. A lot of great stuff coming up on the homestand. I'm looking forward to Spider-Man coming out to Bethpage Ballpark on Wednesday. It's also the last Waddle-In Wednesday of the season, but man, oh man. Always loved Spider-Man. He was my favorite superhero. 2-2 is grounded foul up the third base line. We'll do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. I was never a big superhero guy, but I guess if you had to pick between Batman or Superman or Spider-Man, I liked Spider-Man, which is weird because I hate spiders. Go figure. Anyway, here's Marsh's 2-2. Half swing, but a whole strike as Michael Kraus goes down. This time swinging for strike 3. Second time that he's gone down on strikes tonight. And that's the first strikeout for Matt Marsh. 4th of the day for Ducks pitching. And we're tied at 7-7 here at New Britain Stadium. Back with the 8th right after this break on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Patrick Kreider, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSEG Long Island is making things work for you with over 10 energy efficiency programs that can help you save on your monthly electric bill. From our free online energy analyzer and in-home energy assessments to rebates on energy efficient air conditioning, even discounts on LED light bulbs. Helping you save on electricity is our job. What to do with your savings?
Flight 85 now boarding for the magic of Orlando.
Is entirely up to you. Visit psegly.com/save money. Just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owl's party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
We go to the top of the 8th inning. Brandon League remains in the game for the New Britain Bees. Hey, Ducks fans, do you want frequent updates on team transactions, scores, store specials, and the status of upcoming games? Follow the Long Island Ducks on Twitter at twitter.com/LIDucks. With Twitter, the faithful flock will also be able to follow their Ducks and find out more information regarding nightly promotions, player signings, league activities, and more. The Ducks are tweeting right now. You can follow along at twitter.com/LIDucks. First pitch to Audie Afner, misses high and inside, and the count 1-0 strikes to the Ducks catcher. It'll be Afner, followed up by Jordan Hinshaw and Delta Cleary Jr., 9-1-2 in the Ducks lineup. The 1-0 from League is swung on and fought off the fists into center field. Coming in on it is Michael Kraus. He's got the catch, and that's out number 1 here in the inning. So 1 up and 1 set aside by League here in the 8th, as seems like both pitching staffs are starting to settle down. Now, as we've hit the later innings of the game, tied at 7 in what was a wacky one to start. The Ducks scored a run in the first, a run in the second, 2 runs in the third, 2 in the 5th, and 1 in the 6th. The Bees put up a 5 spot in the 4th and tacked on another 2 in the bottom of the 5th. First pitch to Jordan Hinshaw is fastball that missed, and the count 1-0 strikes. That outside corner to righties and the inside corner to lefties has been non-existent today. Somebody better put it on a milk carton. 1-0 misses outside. It's now 2 balls and no strikes. League comes set at the belt, and the 2-0. It's been a high fly ball hit in the air pretty deep to right center, but playable for Jamar Walton a few steps back. He makes the catch for out number 2 here in the inning. So Hinshaw flies out to right field for the second out here in the 8th inning. That'll bring up Delta Cleary Jr., who's had himself a busy day. Infield single and scored a run in the first. A walk, a stolen base, and scored a run in the third. Grounded out to third in the 4th, and had a sacrifice bunt his last trip up in the 6th. League comes set, and the first pitch. Fastball catches the outside corner for a strike, and the count 0-1. League comes set. Viascusa sets up outside in the 0-1. Swing a line drive, hit to left field, and that one will get down for a base hit. Delta Cleary Jr. going to the opposite field. He's been doing that really well over the last few games, using the left side of the field to collect hits. And he comes up with his second of the game. A 2-out single in the top of the 8th inning. Game tied at 7 between the New Britain Bees and the Long Island Ducks. It extends the inning and brings up Mark Kraus. And in the top of the 8th, with the heart of the lineup up at the plate now with Kraus, arguably the best hitter on the team, if not the entire Atlantic League, up at the plate. A real opportunity for the Ducks, and a big situation for Brandon League, whose first pitch is on the outside corner, called a strike. Count 0-1. Kraus, a 2-run home run back in the 3rd inning, has also walked and flown out twice. League will look over at first. Now comes set. Here's the 0-1. Fastball on the outside corner, called a strike. And it's quickly 0-2 to Mark Kraus. So Delta Cleary Jr. aboard at first base. 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. 7 runs, 13 hits, 2 errors for the Ducks. 7 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors for New Britain. League steps off the rubber and looks Cleary Jr. back at first base, but doesn't throw. As Kraus taps home plate with the end of his bat and awaits, as now League will step off yet again. Five Ducks hitters with multiple hits in the game today. Pickoff attempt at first, back in safely. Delta Cleary Jr. stole his 23rd base of the season earlier in this game. Was also off and running at one point. With Kraus at the plate, that forced a throwing error that allowed him to come in and score. 0-2. Misses low, gets away from the catcher Viascusa and goes to the backstop. And on the wild pitch, Delta Cleary Jr. advances down to second. So the count 1-2 to Mark Krause. With the go-ahead run now at second base in scoring position. The Ducks trying to come back yet again in this game. At one point they led 4-0, then went down 5-4, went up 6-7, went down 7-6, and we've been tied at 7 since the top of the 6th inning. Now League will step off. Is again not on the same page with the catcher Villascusa. Go through the signs one more time. That's a big pitch in the game. 1-2. Misses outside off the glove of Villascusa, and heading down to third is Delta Cleary Jr. That one may end up being a pass ball against Villascusa, though it was well outside, so you can make the argument either way. But regardless of what it ends up getting ruled, the result is the same. Runner goes down to third base with 2 outs here in the top of the 8th inning. And that will be called a wild pitch against Brandon Lee. So now 4 wild pitches in the game for the New Britain Bees, to along with 2 errors. Now the 2-2. Misses well outside of the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Mark Krause. So Krause, after being behind in the count 0-2, League has lost him 3-2. Angelo Sonko on deck. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and the inning is over. So the wild pitches don't come back to bite Brandon League, as he strikes out Mark Krause to retire the side here in the 8th inning. For the Ducks, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left on. We go to the bottom of the 8th, game tied at 7 between the Ducks and the Bees here on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Zach Treese, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant, or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Bethpage Ballpark is a great place to watch a ball game, so why not do so from some of the best seats in the house? The Ducks are proud to present the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden. Open for all fans on nights when the Smokin' Owl's party deck has not been reserved, the Beer Garden will feature a variety of frosty draft and bottled brews, as well as several food choices. The area has been decked out with bar rail seating and Ducks branded furniture to provide a comfortable atmosphere for everyone. Be sure to stop by and check out the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden on your next visit to the ballpark.
We go to the bottom of the 8th inning, and the Long Island Ducks have a new pitcher. It's the right-hander Rob Rogers entering, replacing Matt March. Rogers will be the 4th pitcher in the game for the Ducks. He's making his 48th appearance of the year. He's 4-0 with a 4.24 ERA. Game tied at 7 between the Ducks and Bees. That'll be Jovan Rosa, Craig Maddox, and John Griffin. The hearts of the Bees lineup due up in the 8th inning, and arguably the most important outs of the game. First pitch from Rob Rogers is in for a called strike, and the count 0-1. Rogers, 4th pitcher in the game for the Ducks. Rafael Perez, the first 5, gave up 7 runs on 7 hits. The pitch in for a called strike, good breaking ball, and the count 0-2. Dennis O'Grady, a scoreless inning in the 6th. Worked around a 1-out walk to roll a double play ball and face the minimum. Matt Marsh, a scoreless inning in the 7th. Set him down 1-2-3. Now the 0-2. Sweet a foul ball back to the backstop behind home plate. And the Iron Man Rosa stays alive at 0-2. Rob Rogers pitched on Friday nights. Allowed a run in his inning of work. The pitch misses down and count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Run on 2 hits here against the Bees. That was kind of a questionable run. 1-2 pitch, ripped by Rosa down the left field line. That's going to be trouble. It's going to one-hop off the wall in left field in the corner. Rosa digs first. He heads for second, and he'll get in there sliding feet first with a leadoff double here in the 8th inning. Jovan Rosa, his Atlantic League leading 37th two-base hit of the season, gets the Bees in business here in the bottom of the 8th inning of a tie game. Jovan Rosa will be pinch run for Jake McGuigan, a one-time, very short-tenured Long Island Duck. Heads out to second base. So now Craig Maddox at the plate as McGuigan tosses something over to the first base coach. Acquired by the Ducks for a player to be named later, and then a couple games later, shipped right back up here to New Britain as that player to be named later. Pinch running for Jovan Rosa here in the 8th inning. First pitch to Maddox, who squares around, bunts, and he lets it go by for a ball. They count 1-0. So Maddox, with a runner in scoring position already, looking to sacrifice bunt him along. Ducks with the shift on, but Ruben Gotay, the third baseman, playing close. So actually might not be a terrible idea by Maddox to try and lay down a bunt. 1-0. That one missed low. They hope in the count 2 balls and no strikes. So Maddox up there trying to at very least sacrifice bunt, or at very most push the bunt to the third base line and perhaps beat it out for a hit against the shift. 2-0 pitch. Drops down the bunt to the third base side. Gotay charges, bare hands, throws to first in time to get Maddox. Sacrifice bunt is successful, 5-3, as it advances Jake McGuigan to third base. So 1 out now in the bottom of the 8th inning. And that'll bring Kevin Baez, Ducks manager, out of the dugout for a defensive meeting here with his infield. Everyone will come in and huddle around Rob Rogers and Kevin Baez and talk over strategy. Here with the go-ahead run 90 feet away and 1 out. And John Griffin coming up to the plate, who has big blow in the game for the New Britain Bees. A grand slam over the wall in left field. The Ducks will play the infield in against John Griffin. Sacrifice fly ball of any kind of medium depth to the outfield with the speedy McGuigan on third. Would get the run home. Outfield playing deep all around against John Griffin. Infield in, outfield back, and a lot of room in between. First pitch. Fastball in for a called strike to count 0-1 to Griffin. Rob Rogers, a ground ball pitcher, not really a big strikeout pitcher. Really in need of a strikeout here. Be his best friend or a ground ball right at an infielder. 0-1. This is low and outside. Slider couldn't catch the outside corner. Count 1-1. The Ducks with a semi-shift on against Griffin. Second baseman Alex Berg playing just a couple steps to the right of the second base bag. Angelo Sunko, the first baseman, well off the line at first. But again, the infield in with the shifts. The 1-1. Swing and a miss by Griffin. Count now 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out Bottom of the 8th inning, game tied at 7 between the Long Island Ducks and the New Britain Bees. Rob Rogers pitching with the go-ahead run on third base. Now the 1-2. This is low, gets away from the catcher Afner, and coming in to score is Jake McGuigan. A wild pitch brings McGuigan home to score, and the Bees take an 8-7 lead. So now the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes to John Griffin. The infield can play back as Rogers comes set and the pitch. Breaking ball misses low, and it's full 3 balls and 2 strikes to John Griffin. Ducks led 4-0, went down 5-4, took the lead back 6-5, went down 7-6, tied it at 7. Now we're down 8-7 as the 3-2 is fouled off by Griffin. We'll do it again at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Rob Rogers allowed a leadoff double to Jovan Rosa. He's advanced to third on a sacrifice bunt by Craig Maddox. Then came home to score on a wild pitch. 3-2. Swing and a tapper by Griffin. Foul caught him in the batter's box before rolling in front of home plate. We'll do it again at 2-2. The Ducks, if they can find a way to win this one by coming back in the top of the 9th, would win their 7th consecutive series, but the Bees in good position to avoid that from happening as Griffin fouls another back. We'll do it again at 3-2. Bees have played the Ducks well all season long. They really have. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So there's the strikeout for Rob Rogers. Second out here in the inning. 5th strikeout for Ducks pitching so far today. It's a team that strikes out more than any other across the Atlantic League. Pitch to Jamar Walton is chopped foul up the first baseline. Count 0-1. The ball's in 1 strike. The count to Walton 8-7. The score in favor of New Britain. Now the pitch. So a ground ball foul into the Ducks dugout on the third baseline. And the count quickly 0-2 to Jamar Walton. Walton is 0 for 3 today. Grounded into a double play, grounded out to first and struck out swinging. His 3 trips responsible for 4 outs up at the plates. Seven runs, 13 hits, 2 errors for the Ducks. 8 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors for New Britain. Not a crisply played game. Now the pitch. Swinging a ground ball hit to the right side of the infield. Berg charging. Up with it, he throws on to first in time to retire Walton, and that will retire the side. But the New Britain Bees strike for 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and they don't leave anyone on base here in the 8th. We go to the top of the 9th, the score 8-7 in favor of New Britain on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is catcher Alex Berg, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
We go to the top of the ninth inning. The score 8-7 in favor of the New Britain Bees. They bring in their fifth pitcher of the game in Sean Gilblair to face Angelo Sonko, Ruben Gotay, and Elmer Reyes, 4, 5, and 6 in the Ducks lineup, and to try and protect a one-run lead. Some defensive changes for the Bees here in this inning. Jake McGuigan, who pinch ran for third baseman Jovan Rosa, stays in the game and will play shortstop, while shortstop Michael Baca moves to third base to replace Rosa. Rosa obviously out of the game. Also on the mound, Sean Gilblair coming in for Brandon League. League went an inning and 2/3, 1 hit, 1 strikeout, no walks, and no runs allowed. He is in line for the victory, is Brandon League, if the Bees can hang on to this win. First pitch from Sean Gilblair to Angelo Sonko. It misses inside. And the count 1 ball and no strikes. Sonko 1 for 4 in the game today. Singled and scored a run back in the 5th inning. That was against starting pitcher Jonathan Pettibone. Both starters in this game long gone. Pettibone for the Bees and Rafael Perez of the Ducks as Sonko fouls one off of himself. And the count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike as he hops around in the batter's box trying to recover. Baseball fans, have you downloaded the official Long Island Ducks mobile app yet? Powered by Clear Vision Apps, you can buy tickets and stay up to date on Long Island's hometown team right on your mobile device. Download the app today for free by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android device. So 1-1 the count to Sonko. Pitch. In for a strike. Count now 1-2. Here's the pitch. This is low. Count 2 balls and 2 strikes as the Ducks just need a base runner here. Try and bring the winning run or the potential go-ahead run up to the plates here in the 9th. Gilblair vying for his 16th save of the season. B is looking to take this rubber game here on a Sunday after they won Friday night. Fell last night. Now the 2-2. Swing and a miss by Sonko. He goes down on strikes. That's out number 1 here in the 9th inning. 9th strikeout of the game for New Britain pitching. That'll bring up Ruben Gotay. Switch hitter will turn around and bat from the right-hand side for the 2nd time today. Gotay is 2 for 4 with 2 singles, one of the infield variety. Also scored a run in today's game. Gilblair to the high set and the first pitch. This is inside. The count 1 ball and no strikes to Ruben Gotay. For the Ducks, it's 7 runs, 13 hits, 2 errors. Left 8 on base so far today. The 1-0. In for a called strike at the knees, count 1-1. The New Britain Bees, meanwhile, have scored 8 runs on 8 hits. They have also committed 2 errors. They have amazingly left just 2 runners on base all day. Gilblair set the pitch. Breaking ball in for a called strike. Count 1-2. Blair got the save on Friday night, a 5-3 New Britain victory. Was not used yesterday as Kyle Simon threw a complete game for the Bees in a 3-0 loss. On the 1-2. Misses upstairs, and the count 2 balls and 2 strikes to go tie. Trying to give the Ducks a base runner and get the tying run on base here in the top of the 9th inning with 1 out at New Britain Stadium. This the final game that the Ducks will play in New Britain this season. 2-2, ripped down the left field line by Gotai, but foul. Do it again at 2-2. In fact, this is the final game that the Ducks will play in the state of Connecticut this year. Already done going to Bridgeports for the season. Now the sets. Let's go Blair, taking a long look in. And the delivery, 2-2 pitch. Fastball. Ooh, boy, that was a very tough take for Ruben Gotai. Did not miss by much, but inside, I guess, for ball 3. So the count now full, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. 8-7, New Britain on top of Long Island. Here in the top of the 9th inning. Gil Blair's set, the pitch. Misses low for ball 4. That's another Ducks walk brought to you by CityMD Urgent Care. With over 15 CityMD locations across Long Island. If you need a doctor, just walk in. CityMD Urgent Care. Pinch runner at first base, Giovanni Alfonso will run for Ruben Gotai. Not sure how much of a speed upgrade that is. Not a knock on Fonzie at all. He's got average to below average speed, same as Gotai. A little bit better speed is now Elmer Reyes up at the plate. First pitch. Swing a line drive, hit to center field. This could be trouble. Kraus moving over with a dive. He makes the catch. Michael Kraus with a diving grab in left center field, robbing Elmer Reyes of a base hit, and heading back to first base, Alfonso. Now 2 outs in the top of the 9th. The Ducks down to their final out of the game on a highlight caliber grab by Michael Kraus. And that'll bring up Alex Berg, now the last chance for the Ducks. 2 outs, top of the 9th. Ducks down by 1, tying run aboard at first. Gil Blair a throw over. Back in safely, Giovanni Alfonso. Fonzie has stolen 5 bases in 7 tries this year, including being successful on his last 3 attempts. Now the pitch. Misses inside to Alex Berg. The count 1 ball and no strikes as he had to dance out of the way of the pitch. Sean Gil Blair trying to lock it down for New Britain. Took the lead 8-7 in the bottom of the 8th. Now the pitch. In for a called strike, and the count even up at 1-1 to Berg. Berg is 0 for 4 today. Pop up, 2 strikeouts and a foul outs. Playing second base for the 2nd straight night, just the 3rd time all season. Now the 1-1, swing and a miss by Berg. Count now 1-2. Ducks down to their final strike in the game today. Gil Blair to the high set. Now the pitch. Swing a foul ball back over the screen, back behind home plate and up into the sweet level. Count will remain at 1 ball and 2 strikes to Alex Berg. Unless the Ducks rally here, the winner will be Brandon League, the loser Rob Rogers. A 1-2. Misses low and inside, count 2 balls and 2 strikes. If Berg keeps the inning alive, Derek Piles would be the next batter. He's had himself a good series. Hits in each of the 3 games and a pair of RBIs. Gil Blair comes to the high sets. A pickoff attempted first, and back in standing was Ruben Gotay. Rather, Giovanni Alfonso pinch running for Ruben Gotay. Gil Blair set the 2-2. Breaking ball popped up behind home plate, shedding the mask via Scusa. Over for a look by the netting, and he will run out of room and crash into the sidewall as the ball falls down on the warning track. And Viascusa took a hard shot to the ribs there, but he's got all the protective padding on, and he seems to be okay. We'll do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes to Alex Berg. Seems to find ways to stay alive here with 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Ducks down to their final strike. Now for the 4th straight pitch. Gil Blair, pitcher coach, also the closer for the New Britain Bees. Southpaw comes to the high sets. Now the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and the ball game is over. Second strikeout of the inning for Sean Gil Blair. And the New Britain Bees have taken the game by a final of 8-7 with the Long Island Ducks, and they have won the series as well, 2-1 with the Ducks here tonight. Final lines for the Ducks in this game: 7 runs on 13 hits and 2 errors. They leave 9 on base. The New Britain Bees, 8 runs on 8 hits, 2 errors. They leave 2 on base. Winning pitcher is Brandon League. He improves to 2-2. Rob Rogers got the loss. He falls to 4-1. Sean Gil Blair locked down his 16th save of the season. Game took 3 hours and 2 minutes to play. So we'll take a step aside. When we come back, it'll be the Long Island Ducks post-game show, where we'll have a recap of this contest and take a look around the Atlantic League. That's coming up next here on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. It's the Bees defeating the Ducks 8-7 tonight from New Britain Stadium.
Hey fan, this is a pitcher Amali Diaz, and you're listening to the Ducks baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 24 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and also recently acquired Hampton Luxury Liner with regular service from New York City to the Hamptons. They also offer a variety of vineyard tour options. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines and Hampton Luxury Liner, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
Family fun every time.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Big action every time.
He reaches up, it's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season, and with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks baseball. Good times every time.
Well, back here at New Britain Stadium in New Britain, Connecticut, kids running the bases here as the New Britain Bees defeat the Long Island Ducks 8-7 today in a wacky back-and-forth contest. The Ducks led at one point by a score of 4-0, then they went down 5-4, took a 6-5 lead, went down 7-6, tied it up at 7, and then New Britain scored a run in the bottom of the 8th inning against Rob Rogers to take an 8-7 lead that they would hang on to. Ducks got on the board first in the first inning with an unearned run against Jonathan Pettibone. Delta Cleary Jr. had an infield single. Then on a 3-1 pitch to Mark Krause, Cleary Jr. took off for second base and slid in, but the pitch missed outside for a ball to Krause, and the catcher Ivan Villaescusa threw down to second, and he threw wild into center field, and Cleary Jr. took off for third. Then the center fielder Michael Krause came up throwing to third. He overthrew the base, and the ball one-hopped into the Ducks dugout for a throwing error that allowed Krause to advance down to second and Delta Cleary Jr. to come in and score the first Ducks run of the game. An RBI double from Audie Effner in the second and a 2-run home run by Mark Krause in the third put the Ducks up 4-0 against Jonathan Pettibone. And with Rafael Perez facing the minimum through 3 innings, it looked like that was about all the Ducks would need, but then things came unraveled for Perez in the fourth after he walked Yusuke Kajimoto and then gave up a single to Michael Krause and a fielder's choice ground out to Jovan Rosa, where it looked like it could have been a 5-4-3 double play, but Alex Berg dropped the ball at second, not on the transfer. He just flat out dropped Ruben Gotai's throw for an error, and that loaded the bases with Bees. Then Craig Maddox had an RBI single to get the Bees on the board. It was 4-1 Ducks before John Griffin launched a grand slam over the wall and left to put the Bees up 5-4. The Ducks took the lead back in the top half of the fifth inning. Angelo Sonko and Ruben Gotai had one-out singles before Elmer Reyes and Derek Piles drove them home with singles of their own. So the Ducks went up 6-5. But then bottom of the fifth inning, the Bees struck right back against Perez. Yusuke Kajimoto led off with a double. Then Michael Krause had a base hit to drive him home, and Jovan Rosa picked up Krause with an RBI single. So it was then 7-6 New Britain. The Ducks in the top of the sixth inning had Jordan Hinshaw lead off with a base hit. He advanced to second on a sacrifice bunt from Delta Cleary Jr. And then 2 wild pitches from Brandon Fry allowed Hinshaw to come in and score to tie the game at 7. Game would stay tied at 7 into the 8th inning when Rob Rogers allowed a leadoff double to Jovan Rosa. And then pinch runner Jake McGuigan was sacrifice bunted to third base by Craig Maddox and would come in and score on a wild pitch with John Griffin up at the plates. So the Bees took an 8-7 lead. The Ducks got a one-out walk in the ninth from Ruben Goatsai after Sean Gilblair lost him. And then Gilblair would settle down and strike out Alex Berg to end the game. So we'll take a step aside, come back, and check scores from around the Atlantic League after this on the Long Island Ducks post-game show.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Tyler Wilson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Long Island's Ford Giant is celebrating its 60th year anniversary. Stop by Sayville Ford to check out their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
Welcome you back to the Long Island Ducks post-game show here on the Ducks Broadcast Network. Joe Vasile here with you. Quick check of scores from around the Atlantic League. Lancaster Barnstormers fell to the York Revolution 6-4 today. So York regains its spot in sole possession of first place in the Freedom Division. That is the only other final across the Atlantic League. The Sugarland Skeeters lead the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs 7-0 in the top of the 8th inning right now. And they're about 20 minutes from first pitch down in Somerset, where the Bridgeport Bluefish are at the Somerset Patriots. Here at New Britain Stadium, the final score is 8-7 in favor of the New Britain Bees. We'll get you the final totals right now. For the Long Island Ducks, it was 7 runs on 13 hits, 2 errors, and they leave 9 on base. For the Bees, 8 runs on 8 hits, they commit 2 errors and leave 2 on base. Brandon Lee gets the win. He improves to 2-2 on the year, while Rob Rogers takes the loss. He falls to 4-1. Sean Gil-Blair got the save. His 16th time of the game was 3 hours and 2 minutes in front of an announced crowd of 3,289. And so that does it for us here from New Britain Stadium. I want to thank everyone here with the Bees for their help and hospitality all weekend long, and everyone back home at Central Islip with the Ducks for their help and preparation for getting ready for this weekend's series. My name is Joe Basile, giving you the final score for the final time. It's the New Britain Bees 8 and the Long Island Ducks 7. So long from New Britain, Connecticut. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday afternoon. We'll talk to you again tomorrow when the Ducks start an 8-game homestand, 6:35 p.m. against the York Revolution. Will be Matt Larkins for the Ducks against the well-traveled TBA for the York Revolution. That'll be tomorrow. Coverage beginning at 6:20 if you can't make it out to the ballpark right here on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.